Now then. Last time we met the master below. I mean, we met them, but we haven't met them because they're actually pretty strong, very strong. They actually beat us up, even if we're like level 10. I'm gonna try getting to like level 13 before trying to like handle the master blow again. So we're gonna be doing you know what? I think we're gonna be doing DLC.
Certainly.
Certainly, we are gonna be doing DLC. The White March. And also the other thing, is there something in the treasury that I kind of maybe forgot to pick up? Oh, there's actually a lot of stuff in the in here. Just put you here for now. The binding rope, constitution, that's a waste. Characters hitting the wearer are stopped for 3 seconds. This is okay. This is fine. But I think before we do the before we start the White March. Gelade, yes. You'd say this every time we actually go to the courtyard. Please stop saying.
We don't build them like this anymore.
Yeah.
Not by the sea. Too vulnerable to cannons.
Wolves hunt in packs. We want to go to Crackhold Bluffs first. And then we're going to be going to the White March. We have everything built that we have to build in our keep, so we're good there. Mercenary
I'll see what
soldier.
I can find.
Bubbles rise from... Oh, that was a weird sound. Why you make it sound? Bubbles rise from the depths of a murky, sludgy stew. The few bones of the pot haven't picked clean, and they float amidst swirling globules of grease. Nice, that's a good soup.
Stop there. Where do you think you're going?
To the tower. One of the guards takes a step forward. She looks you up and down with a sneer.
This area is under the control of the Torn Bannermen. Anyone else wanders in, they're not leaving again.
What's going on here?
For starters, I've got orders to put a sword through your gut if you don't turn around and run back home.
You do realize you're speaking to the Lord of Kednua.
Wait, Kednua. You mean you're the one everyone's talking about? Saving orphans, fighting off bandits, all that?
Maybe you should... Wait, the guard grins, but there's a hint of nervousness in her features. Well, maybe you should take this up with the Crucible Knights, huh?
Look, hang on a second. Let's not get too...
Oh no, you caused this to be a problem.
Enough! The commander said no exceptions. I'm not ending up on a pike because this dog has you pissing your trousers.
Excuse me?
Sorry, my lord. I'm sure the commander will take good care of Kednua for you.
Well, I guess we smack you. Oh, wow. Wait. Knock down on me. Okay. So, they rolled 90. That's mean. That's okay. How are you this strong? Wait a second. Why am I not...
Yeah?
Aye?
How is this difficult? Addendum adders. Wait a second, is this a... Oh, maybe this is for a lot higher level than I am. Because it feels weird that we had this much trouble with 2 guys. They have exceptional weapons. I mean, one of them was exceptional, but
hunt.
still.
Certainly.
Drunken Orlan. Difficulty 14?
How may I help?
Yeah. Oh, this guy was a monk, I see. You know what? We don't want to be here. If the difficulty here is 14,
How may I help?
we need to be at least 2 or 3 levels higher for this. So, no, let's actually not go here then. Like, we would be able to open that if we went and
Gelade, well done. A
got
formidable
ourselves the
fortress in the old
artificer
style.
bonus.
We don't build them like
Shut
this
up,
anymore,
Belligina!
you know.
Shut up!
Not by the sea.
Why
Too
do you...
vulnerable to cannons.
Like, it'd be fine if it was something like Alof. Ooh, very nice indeed. But no, she's got such a long dialogue here. We would be able to open that thing with this, but
Certainly.
yeah, it seems we are under-leveled for that Crackhold tower. That's okay. Let's go here then. Stalwart Village. I don't really care about leveling up the content to my level. That's fine. That's okay.
You set out for Stalwart. The White March rises up in the distance, stretching to the north and south as far as the eye can see. It beckons to you with peaks like broken fingers. The road thins to a tattered ribbon, and the shadow of the mountains falls across your path. You've barely begun your climb when the darkening sky pummels you with hailstones and turns the ground beneath you to ice. You press on. The air grows thin, and the treacherous mountain passes funnel screeching winds past your ears. A blizzard forces you to make camp for 3 days, huddling for safety while snow piles around your refuge. At last the weather clears, and you approach Stalwart under a crisp blue sky. There's a noise, high and sharp, coming from the village that sounds at first like another frozen gale. But when you top the rise and reach the village's wooden gates, you see what lies beyond them.
There's a fire! There's a fire in town, oh no! At least that's what I remember, and these black smokes aren't really too optimistic, are they?
It's Darzyr! With a whole pack of them!
Oh wait,
We can take these bastards!
in a fight, right? Wait. A Darian noblewoman. I'm sorry, but I don't see you on the list.
That's it!
Wait, they got cannons!
I'm ready.
Just smack him with a good old smite.
That's it!
Oh, the village
My
is
mind
died, I don't
feels
know.
sharp as steel.
Just making sure to loot everything.
Look out! More of them by the fishery!
Oh, the fishery down here. Oh no, down up here. Smack him! Excuse me, fella, Mr. Villager Man, what you doing there? Or exactly what are you not doing?
Certainly.
Certainly. There he is. Villager, you just smack him. Smack him!
Finish the.
Wait, how long is... Oh wow, this domination is gonna last a long time. There he is. Guess... Wait, these guys have decent fortitude. Go with the dazzling lights, why not?
Finish them.
Okay. Oh, this one's burnt down. Yeah, a lot easier. I like feeling powerful.
Certainly.
Okay, seems like it would be prudent to cast a nice little missile there. Let's go with another one, why not? Well, we can't like cast the spell. Wait, can I cast it on me? I can. Ooh, wait, that hurt me. No, 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 no. Okay, better. Of course, Hiravius is,
Darzir's fallen! Back to the matron, now!
okay, we're fine. You're the one Renengold sent for. She'll want to speak with you. Her house is just up the way, next to Griff's Rest. The messenger pants, waving smoke way by his face. Stalwart Major positive.
Katie's house is burning! Hurry! They're both in there!
Yes, let's help them.
Help! The hut's coming down!
Okay. The roof of his hut is almost entirely enveloped in flames, lighting the snow in stark orange hues. Several beams have been reduced to ember-dotted husks. Through the hut's threshold, you can see only billowing smoke. Fire roars as it climbs the timbers. The air feels thick and hot, and the building is a maze of flame. Withstanding the smoke and navigating the fire will be a challenge. Well, I'm gonna go myself. Because I have decent athletics, and I have pretty good constitution, and I think both of them are gonna be useful. Constitution to resist the smoke, and athletics to, I don't know, pick up a beam and save someone, carry a person, yeah? Wait, survival? What? Okay, fine. You leap over the burning threshold, plunging past the veil of smoke. Inside the house, fire has spitted the walls and beams, and a thick haze rolls through the building. It's hard to see even a few feet ahead, save for the occasional glimpse of glowing embers. We have to continue. The air is thick with acrid black smoke, but you are undaunted, striding forward without noticeable effect. Oh, I guess the survival would lower the required constitution check then. The number that we need. You move onwards through a haze of heat and soot. The hot grounds and shifts as the blaze grows. With a mighty groan, the burning beam comes crashing down. Caught off guard, you are pinned beneath the heavy log. Push the beam away. Might 10. Oh. Even reeling from the impact, you're still able to heave the debris away with relative ease. You get back on your feet, a little winded from the ordeal. A sudden flashover singes your arms. It doesn't stop you, but the pain steadily grows. Pressing forward, you come at last to a wider room. To the left is a man, the source of a faint cries for help. He stands trapped behind a curtain of flame, arms raised to ward off the heat. It may be impossible to reach him without quenching the fires first. To the right, a woman lies unconscious beneath what appears to have once been the roof. She's small, but the rubble trapping her looks heavy. Smoke winds its way up and out into the open air, obscuring all sight of the outside. Let's check the right side then. We don't have a way to, like, quench the flames, so... This woman is trapped beneath a considerable amount of rubble, including a heavy crossbeam. A purpling bruise on her temple suggests she was struck as the debris fell. On her outflung hand, you can make out the glint of a ring. No, use a pry bar to clear the rubble. You set the pry bar against a section of the crossbeam, and using every 1 ounce of your strength, strain to lift it clear. After a period of fruitless struggle, the beam finally begins to rise by slow degrees. With one great final effort, you heave the last of the rubble clear of the woman. Though still unconscious, the woman's free of the rubble and can now be moved. Can we help the man? Okay, gross horror. Oh, let's reach into the flames. Okay, sorry, dude, I can help you. Let's carry the woman out. The woman is of slight frame, and carrying her proves easier than freeing her from the rubble. You hoist her carefully onto your shoulder. I'm sorry, but I'm not gonna be able to do this. Bye-bye. You're rapidly losing strength, sustained only by vast reserves of endurance. With every passing moment, escape becomes more unlikely. Keeping a firm hold upon the unconscious woman, you turn for the exit. Really, you give me 4 athletics. He cleared the fallen beam with easy grace, avoiding the scattered embers and debris underfoot. The smoke clouds your vision and makes it difficult to breathe, but you stagger onwards. Alas, you come to the door, rushing out of the blaze and into the mountain air.
Katie, thank the gods you saved her.
Yeah, I wasn't able to save the other dude though, because I don't have spells. You alright? I was sure the thing was going down and taking you with it. The man wipes his brow and stares up at the collapsing house. Well, at least you got Katie out when you did. As for poor Lorgorder, his eyes widen as a section of the roof collapses. He looks away, shaking his head. You look like you could use a drink. Take this over to Haferic's and have one on me. Flips you a couple flats, carved bones. KD, okay? Ring of Changing Hearts. Okay, we're good. Tayena's house. Wait a second, I'm hearing ghosties. Don't know where they are, but I'm hearing ghosties. Oh, we should be sneaking just in case there's some hidden stuff, yeah?
I'll see what I can do. The work of a moment.
A bronze Abaddon statuette.
They gone? Have those nasty brutes finally left?
Yup.
I heard the ogres outside, tearing down walls and murdering folk. Don't remember how things got this bad.
The elderly woman kneads her hands. Her knuckles are swollen knobs, and her palms are ridged with calluses that scrape and rasp as she rubs them together.
But you're the new adventurer. Renengild's latest volunteer.
Yeah. She squints at you, leaning precariously forwards on her wobbling legs.
She said you don't suffer nonsense. Bet you'd whip those layabouts at the mine into shape.
She sniffs and gives you a swift nod. Yeah, I'd like to ask you about something.
Did you say something, dear?
Yeah, tell me something about yourself.
Me? I was the overseer at the mine, back when it was running. Got shut down decades ago when we couldn't sell or ship the stuff.
Uh-huh.
But I still remember plenty about the mining business. And I got as many folk as I can digging out the entrance.
She taps her head, a spotted dome on the thinging thatch of hair.
Been praying to the salty wench that I don't forget too much before they finish the job.
Okay, that's all.
Got to speak up? My hearing ain't what it was.
That's all I mean. I guess that's okay. I'm guessing that we're gonna have to do a mine quest of some sort.
These frontier towns always look the same.
On the
half
hunt.
built and half falling apart in equal measure.
That goes to Durgan's battery. We don't need to go there yet.
My thought.
Let's explore a little bit first, yeah? Actually, let me change the title. We're gonna be doing, just doing the DLC. You see a middle-aged woman and a younger man locked in an argument. Both wear clothes streaked with blood and dirt. The young man turns to the woman, a fresh cut visible below his eye.
They've destroyed the stockade, Mother. It's...
Enough. They're gone.
Oh, she's got a portrait. Okay. Not a lot of people actually have portraits. She holds up her hands, which is missing the final joint of the ring finger, but it's her voice, sharp and steely, that silences the young man. As he glowers at his toes, she turns to you with dark circles under her eyes and a smile pulled taut across her thin lips.
Ah, the champion of Defiance Bay. Must have been a long journey.
Uh-huh.
Well, I'm sure you wagered on a more civilized welcome. Still, we're much obliged for your capable intervention.
She shoots the young man a brief but stern glare. Pulls a knife from his belt and an apple from his pocket and sets to work. Well, it's an honor to be called here.
That's fine of you to say so, though I'm hoping your strengths lie more with arms than words.
She folds the map in her hands with a quick and merciless pinch.
Stalwart isn't much more than a grease stain on a map.
Mm-hmm.
What roads we've got in the White March are basically tracks in the snow. And for every trader or adventurer that comes through, 3 of our own leave for good. But it weren't always so. There was a time when kings and queens sent their firstborn to these mountains, when the White March was the envy of empires.
Her eyes shine, and for an instant, she looks like a much younger woman. How the mighty have fallen. Okay, what does that have to do with me?
The Pargrin dwarves transformed the White March once. We could bring some of that greatness back to Stalwart.
Mm-hmm.
But we need the White Forge.
She raises the map and taps a spot in the middle of a white and grey expanse. I know of it. I don't know what I know, but I know that I know.
Then you'll know that no one's felt as much as a summery breeze from the White Forge for over 200 years.
She smooths the creased map.
I'm hoping you can do something about that.
Oh, laborer. I wonder if it would be something like, Lady, I don't do, like, excavation stuff. I'm not an archaeologist. I'm just a laborer. I've never done anything like working a forge, exactly.
I'm not asking you to work the White Forge. I want you to find it.
Mm-hmm.
We've been trying to breach Durgan's battery for over a year now. Problem is, the other expeditions can't so much as dent the front door.
Okay. So tell me about these other expeditions.
A dozen different groups have come through at our request, and several more besides. Been hoping that one of them could clear the way through Durgan's battery.
Mm-hmm.
But young or old, green or seasoned, it don't seem to matter. They cast their spells, chisel at the door, and search the grounds until they've worn new treads into the old stone.
Okay.
The lucky ones eventually go home. Plenty more find themselves on the wrong side of a blizzard, or an ogre raiding party.
Okay, why the sudden interest in the White Forge then?
We're an old mining town. Or we were until the Adirans pulled out and left us with a half-dug mineshaft and something resembling an inn.
She thumps the sturdy wooden wall with her fist.
Since then, it's been a steady decline. You've seen the roads. Isn't much we can produce that the Valians can't ship cheaper.
Mm-hmm. It is what we do.
But the White Forge... well, if we could fire it up again and start producing Durgan steel, or something close to it, wouldn't matter if we're in the White March or the Living Lands. Business would come.
Mm-hmm. She folds her arms and gives you a stiff nod. The young man says nothing, but he tosses a sliver of the apple peel into the fireplace. Why would you waste those? Apple peels are good. They're good for you. They have vitamins. That's why you need my help, huh?
That's the long and short of it. We're laborers and fisherfolk, not adventurers.
Okay.
But Durgan steel could put Stalwart on the map again. Open up the mines, bring in new business. We just need the White Forge.
She thumps the desk with her fist. Okay, why is this steel so special?
Because you can shave stone with it, cleave cast iron in two, and the stuff's as rare as it is remarkable.
In her enthusiasm, Renengund shifts on the balls of her feet. She props one bent arm on the other, pointing distractedly towards the caves of the house. The eaves of the house. Steel is steel. It may be light, and it may take an age well, but per complanza, the legends grow with each passing year.
If we could make something even half as good, we'd have a market at our doorstep and work enough for all of Stalwart.
And for a split second, her gaze flickers to Uldric. Okay, how is it no one's gotten into the battery yet?
Where should I start? Ogres, blizzards, or sheer damned inaccessibility? It ain't for lack of trying, I'll tell you that much. Got untold riches in Durgan steel lying just inside, and never mind the White Forge itself.
Uh-huh.
The Adirans who first settled Stalwart tried to crack it. So did the Valians, and every other cocky adventurer with more metal than sense. But the place has a funny way of sealing itself up. Front door stays shut. The tower entrances are clogged with rubble, and it's been impossible to blast a way in.
She trails off, and for a moment the room is silent but for the popping and cracking of the fire. Okay, what happened to the battery?
It don't bear dwelling on. There's too many superstitions about that place as it is.
Killed each other off. Or so the old books say.
He glares at Renengild through hooded eyes.
Plenty of tales to go around, but none of them open the battery. And the last thing people need is another reason to fear the place. Whatever it was, the other Pargrin dwarven settlements in the White March, Bone Picker, the Hawk, and the rest, emptied out not long after, moved to gentler, greener lands.
Okay.
Had the right idea, if you ask me.
Okay, I don't really see why you need the White Forge to make good steel, though.
Finally, someone talking sense.
No, Aldrich, shut up. I'm just asking a question. Why is it specifically that forge that's important?
Durgan steel wasn't just good. It was some of the best. We need the best if we're going to keep Stalwart alive.
Uh-huh.
No one alive today has seen the White Forge, but the old stories tell that it was powerful, glowed white-hot, and gave off a steady, even heat, unlike any other furnace.
Okay.
Let better-schooled folk puzzle over how the thing was built. I just want to see it put to use.
Okay, makes sense. Tell me about the dwarves, then.
Pargrin's a word in their language. Means traveler. They've been wanderers for generations, but I couldn't tell you much more.
Okay. So, do you have any idea where I should begin?
The battery's up the mountain to the north. A good hike away.
Okay. She jerks her head in the direction of a slope behind the house.
Near Galvino's place, huh?
Aldrich says. Aldrich says it in a breezy tone, but Renengild falls suddenly silent, consternation hardening the lines on her face. He smiles and draws his knife across the apple again.
So it is. Though I was going to suggest dealing with that ogre camp before anything.
Mm-hmm. She compresses her thin lips into a frown. Who's Galvino?
Mestre Galvino, as the old crosspatch prefers it, lives by himself and keeps the wilder and beasts at bay through sheer foulness of his temper.
Oh, I think I know who he is. Okay.
She means to say he's a skilled smith and animancer, who's lived in the shadow of Durgan's battery for over a decade.
And by Animancy's flimsy standards, that makes him an expert, does it? Ala folds his arms.
And he butters his bread on both sides and fits his left shoe before his right. But that's neither here nor there.
She crosses her arms and crumples the page in one tightening fist. So me being not very perceptive or very intelligent, I can't comment on it. I think maybe she and the other dude were lovers, or have some past together.
Ain't nobody here fond of the man, but he's a clever hand and a quick study. It's a fool who thinks he stayed so close to the battery without figuring something about it.
Okay.
You said as much to the last party, and we haven't seen hide nor hair of him since. Maybe they didn't run afoul of Baragon's ogres after all.
She raises a grey eyebrow at him. And Aldrich shrugs and turns back to the fire.
Just watch your step. Galvino's place is a ways east of the battery, and folk who pass it bring unsettling tales.
Okay, and what about the ogre camp?
Belongs to Flames That Whisper, Matron Baragon's clan. Hunters tell me they've been active of late.
Hunting elk and otherwise minding their own damn business.
He pops an apple wedge into his mouth and chews it aggressively. Okay.
Minding their own business. Never mind the latest expedition's disappearance, or the broken stockade.
Or the attack on you, though. Like, you just got attacked, so what about that?
I'm saying we shouldn't agitate him further.
Okay, I mean, I'm gonna confront them if it's gonna help you.
One less matron would make our walls safer. What's left of them, anyway.
Okay.
Also, Baragons like to have whatever the last expedition found. Rumor has it they disappeared near her turf.
Okay.
Killing a matron will only make our problems worse. The way to approach Baragon is with your hands held high.
I mean, if they want to talk, we can talk, but if they want to fight, we're gonna give them one.
If anyone could parley with an ogre, I suppose it'd be you. But they aren't known for their patience with prattle.
Got it.
Good. Before you leave town, stop by the Grave's Rest.
The
Most
Graves
visitors to
Rest.
Stalwart spend some time there, so Hafric and his patrons may be able to give you the lay of the land.
Okay. Don't know about you, but I'm parched all of a sudden. Okay, I do want to ask you something, though.
What's on your mind?
Can you tell me about the last expedition?
They didn't volunteer much, and I knew better than to ask.
Okay.
I've seen all types charging through here. Professional companies with shiny new equipment as brazen as you please, and hopeless runts with nothing but tattered leathers.
Okay.
But these folk, I don't know what they were after, and the way they looked at you made you feel cold all over.
Oh, it's probably the leaden key, huh? She shakes her head as if dislodging a bad dream.
Wish I could tell you more.
Perhaps you'll find more in the battery itself, yes? Alef nods at you with a guarded look. Okay, I got questions about the battery, though.
The Pargrin dwarves guarded it like a mother bear.
Oh, no. About
Adir
Stalwart.
founded us back in their colonial days to supply ore to the Empire. Saw a fair bit of traffic from both sides of the White March then.
She rubs the nub of her shortened ring finger.
But after the Deerwood claimed independence, Defiance Bay found cheaper places to get ore. Didn't have much reason to maintain our supply routes.
Isn't Stalwart part of the Deerwood?
Officially. Though with the state the roads are in, you wouldn't guess it.
Okay, tell me of the more important places around town.
Here in the center? Let's see. The Grave's Rest is next door. Hafric can set you up with a room and a hot meal there. The fishery's just on the edge of the lake, and the Temple of Andra is next to it. No one keeps a secret like Lavda. Or so I'm told.
Okay.
A few folk live in this part of town, too. Seemed a lot safer before the ogres broke through the western gate. Thiersch lives next to the old mine shaft, and Tana, the old mine overseer, is next door to me.
Okay, what do you do here?
I'm the mayor, or so I'm reminded every time there's a game shortage, ogre attack, or a neighborly dispute.
Okay.
I'm a builder by trade, though. Traveled all over Air Glonfoth and the Deerwood in my younger days, but ended up back here anyway.
Okay, something else. Bye-bye. The stuff, but we can't really go and steal it. That's okay. It's fine. It's no problem at all. Let me just... Who's this? Tildor, why are you looking for me? The man is sweating despite the cold. He opens his mouth to speak, but all that comes out is a loud, hackling cough. He bends forward, bracing his hands on his thighs, while he heaves and gasps. After a lengthy duration, he raises a finger, still panting. All Havric's folks damn fools sent me to the other side of town looking for you. Alas, he stands again. He wipes his dripping brow with the back of his hand and then offers the hand to you in greeting. Pick your nose and shake his hand. Nah, let's just shake his hand. Pleasure to meet you. I'm the captain of the militia here. Oh, nice to meet you. I wanted to catch you before you went running off into the wilds. See, there's a few dangerous folk you might be on the lookout for. Plus, if you're heading out to Longwatch Falls, I thought you might could pick up a thermal pearl for me. He looks away and twists the toe of his boots into the snow. You want me to find you a pearl? Thing is, I already found it. I just need someone else to go and get it. Saw it in the hot springs near Longwatch Falls. Would have grabbed it myself, but that's when I looked around and saw the Lagufet. Must have been 50 of them. He spreads his arms wide. I would have thought, but I started to wonder what the rest of Stalwart would do without me, so I ran. For the sake of a village, of course. What's a thermal pearl, anyway? They formed at hot springs. Something to do with all the minerals in the water. Smell kinda funny. They're full of minerals. Just have to crumble them into a pint. He grins and you notice that his gums are bleeding. It's drugs, isn't it? I'm sure. I am 100% sure it's drugs. Okay. Let me just... Okay. What are you talking about? Oh no, I see. It's drugs. Like I said, the barrel's in one of the thermal pools near Longwood Falls. Shouldn't be hard to spot. Okay, let me just see something. Just a second. Just had to check something on my phone. Okay, tell me more about the Longwood Falls. It's east of Stalwart, got some nice views of the valley, but most folk avoid it these days. Plenty of wilder nearby, and it only takes a few inches of snow to block the pass. If you're heading out that way, I'd suggest taking the Tersch. You might have something to help you deal with the Lagerfett. I don't remember what a Lagerfett is. Okay, bye-bye. Stop by Tersch's place before you leave town. His is the house next to the mines. He's a veteran hunter who knows the wilds better than anyone. Okay, yeah. You said something about the dangerous folk? We get our share of crazies out here. Most of them aren't even from the village. He laughs at his own joke. Latest groups I've heard were the Gleaming Society and the Sisterhood of the Slaked Skull. But Ren and Goat set aside some bounty money to see that the troublemakers were taken care of. You bring me the heads of their leaders and I'll give you the payment. Okay, tell me about the Gleaming Society. Crazy pack of radicals that want to topple governments and kill the wealthy. Makes the War of the Defiance looks like a food fight. Duke Avar and the regent of Retzeros both declared them illegal, which is probably the only thing those two would agree on. I would have, before all that murder and mayhem in Defiance Bay. He frowns, scratching the back of his neck. Anyway, check Longwood Falls to the east. That's where they were last seen. And what about the Sisterhood of the Slaked Skull? That'll be Mesdla. All of the members of the Sisterhood worship Beraf by sending as many folk back to the wheel as they can. He shivers. They've been poking around Durgan's battery and well only knows why. But you can understand why no one around here was pleased to hear about it. Passed through town recently, didn't stay long. They stopped at the Temple of Undra. You might see if Laufda knows something. If you come across them, be careful. They're unpredictable. Okay, something else then. We don't really need to talk to him about the peril anymore because we know it's drugs. Like the way he acted, it's probably drugs. Hello, Rayfold.
Building's thirsty work.
What's up with you?
Figured you'd be out of here in a flash after the fighting died down.
Mm-hmm.
Most people don't stick around after they figure out the ogres are making regular visits. I would have helped fight them monsters off, you know. If I didn't think I'd just get in the way. And with you there to handle things, everything turned out well enough, didn't it? Don't see why Havrick's still sour at me.
What's this about Havrick?
Oh, Havrick's the innkeeper over at the Grave's Rest. I may have been hiding in the inn when the fighting started. The raid didn't improve his disposition any.
Makes sense.
Did you know he has a whole case of Fenlin liquor in there?
I
keep offering to buy it off him, but he says he's saving it up for when the battery's open again.
I feel like maybe he doesn't have a case anymore. If you were hiding somewhere in the cellar and he probably just drank it.
As if we're gonna last that long. Anyhow, he said he'd thrash me up and down the mountain if I didn't leave him be.
Okay, what's so special about this stuff?
They say a single drop changes your life. You'll never want to have a drink of anything else. Probably that's all rubbish, but it's supposed to be very good.
Okay, I see.
It's delusional is what it is. Point of fact, what with you dealing with ogres and everything, maybe you'd, be willing to help me out.
My question is, why is all of your dialogue voice, and the guy next to you, the captain of the militia, isn't? Oh, bravo. Subtle indeed.
Averick keeps all the good stock in the inn cellar. Out of sight, you see. I mean, it's bound to be under lock and key, but I'm sure he wouldn't miss a single bottle. Not with everything that's going on.
Okay, what does stealing wine for you have to do with fighting ogres? That's what I want to ask.
Well, Averick can be a little intimidating when it comes to his beverages.
Uh-huh.
But otherwise, not much, I guess.
And what do I get out of this?
I'll pay you for it. I swear it. We'll split my wages. And the bottle, too, if you like. I just want to be able to say these lips have tasted the best the Ishamael Plains have to offer.
So it's not the liquor you're after.
Huh? Oh, yes, fine. I asked for that one. Look, I can't get into the inn for a while. So, just think about it, right? That's all I'm asking.
I guess I'm dumb. Because I don't really realize... I don't understand why he got embarrassed here. I mean, we can go to Graves Rest, see what's up there.
Bereth's wheel of fire.
Let's see. Do you have names?
Still can't feel my fingers.
Hello, Fiara. What's up? Oh, hey. We have nice music here, too.
Thought I'd found shelter when I stumbled across this little village. Guessing you did too, huh?
Fiara raises a frosty mug to you. Even though the warmth of her heart reaches you here, her hands are wrapped in werewool and her ears muffled by a hat. Her face has a taut, wind-beaten look of someone who's recently come from the road.
As much blood as there was in the streets, I'm lucky the ale's still flowing.
She takes a drink as she tilts her head back. You see a bruise purpling her jaw and the crimson bloom of scraped knuckles. What happened to you?
Thought all the whispers about Durgan's battery were just village superstition. And maybe they are. But I might have been on my guard if I'd listened. I was part of an expedition, hunting for relics from Durgan's battery. And picked up a good haul, too.
She takes a slow swallow of her beer.
So it figures that's when the winds pick up and the sky starts dumping snow. We lost sight of the road. Meanwhile, something else found us. Took Liam out before we even realized we were surrounded. And then we see him coming out of the snow. These little four-armed wilder. Lagufoth, they're called.
Oh, so like small goblin creatures, like the size of a sorop? Okay.
Quick little bastards. Francesca and I held them off as long as we could, but when they filled her full of darts, I turned tail and ran.
Okay.
Found my way here and thanked my luck for escaping the Lagufoth. Then come to find out that this town's got an ogre problem.
Well, I guess I'm sorry about your friends.
That's a kind sentiment. I'll mourn them when I get home. But I've got to retrieve our haul if I'm to have any hope of that.
Oh, so you're gonna give me a quest now, huh?
I need to get those artifacts. Not that I'm in any shape to go after them myself. But I can't afford to return to Defiance Bay without something to show for my expedition. But you've got your own expedition to the battery, don't you? While you're out there, maybe you could look for my goods. Whatever's left of them. I'll give you a cut for anything you bring back, of course. I ain't asking for charity. I just can't afford to go home empty-handed.
She brushes her nails along the side of a mug as that anxious look returns. Okay, tell me what you're looking for.
Like I said, We were treasure hunting near Durgan's Battery when we were ambushed. What else do you want to know?
Oh, why would I examine her teeth? Let's do it. As Fiera talks, you notice that her teeth and gums are stained with dark spots. Uh-huh. Okay. So Ren Goat told me about another expedition that came through before I arrived. Was that you?
Who? No, that would have been somebody else. We didn't meet with Renengild, or anyone else in town for that matter. We were operating on our own.
And she was confused about this? Okay, why are these relics so important to you?
We took out several loans to pay for our trip out here. I'm gonna have trouble if I don't pay them back.
Mm-hmm. Okay, remind me where I can find your caravan?
What's left of it should be near Durgan's Battery. If you stumble across the Logothoth, you'll know you're close.
Okay, do you know anything about the battery itself?
Just that it's been locked up tight for 200 years on account of those dwarves having a row.
Mm-hmm.
Which means that any trinkets from inside fetch a nice price. Sorry, I'm more of a businesswoman than a historian.
Okay, goodbye.
Sharp eyes and keen ears.
Hello, Brithwin. Hey there, good timing. You can watch me trans Brithwin. Alcohol and shop objects. Now, this won't end well. Once, Andred. You won once. Okay, which playing? All in said. Andred grins sheepishly. That's what I call it anyhow. Smooth. You pick a target, see, nose or ears. Nose is worth more, but you've got 2 years to work with. You get less points the further you are from the target you get. So for the mouth and eyes, no points if you miss. Sounds boring. I know a game that's much more entertaining. It's called The Wooden Penis. Andred and Brooklyn exchange a look of concern. Andred looks to you and forces a smile. Fancy a game? 3 throws each, and whoever gets the most points by the end wins the wager. I'll put down £50 if you will. Sure, let's play. It's fine. It's not like we're gonna win, because we don't have a lot of dexterity. Andred pulls a throwing knife from his belt, turning it over in his hands. Wager's £50, you win? Yeah? Good man. I'll go first, just to show you how it's done. Andred aims carefully and throws his blade. You got the 7. He walks to retrieve the knife. Your turn. Let's go for the nose. Boop, I got your nose. Nah, it's okay. He aims carefully and throws his blade. 7, nice. Let's go for an ear. Hey, we got the eye. 5. So, wow, he got 21. Let's go for the ears again. I think he was cheating, actually. Oh, it's our ogre-slaying friend. Have they crowned you King of Stalwart yet? My friend doesn't mean to be an ass, sir. It just comes natural. What? I'd want a crown. Wait, what? I'd want a crown? That's what he's saying. Okay, okay. Nah, let's not play. I think he's actually cheating.
Owena! Go check on that Orlin. Make sure he don't steal nothing.
Oh, son of a half-brick, you piece of shit.
Silence surrounds me.
Gonna steal all your stuff for now. Oh, there's a winner.
Excuse me, was there something you need?
She knits her fingers together and looks intently at the floor. No? A-leaf.
No offense, but I already paid Halfrick for this room.
Oh, he's the Orlin. Okay, okay.
Never seen such a bloodbath. Feels like we got half the town's survivors in here, just drinking to forget it.
Mm-hmm. The dwarf surveys the crowd, his expression sober despite the half-empty flagon by his hand. He shakes his head and looks to you, remembering himself.
But you must be looking for some refreshment, too, after the way you handled them ogres. Or perhaps a room. Say the word and I'll give that shifty little Orlin the boot.
Ravius looks at you with bare teeth. Say the word to me and I'll give this drooling idiot and shredding to... shredding so vigorous he wouldn't know how does what anymore. What's
Showed
Orlin?
up a few days ago, sticks his nose out of the back room just long enough to empty his chamber pot.
Mm-hmm.
Up to no good, I tell ya. I'd like nothing more than to see him gone, but I don't want a ruckus over it.
Okay. What makes you so sure he's trouble?
We get our share of lowlifes coming through here. Smugglers, fugitives, kith looking to avoid the sharp eye of the law.
Mm-hmm.
Way he's keeping to himself. Well, honest kith sure don't have cause for it.
I mean, I could talk to him. This is... just still weird, though. Why? Just because he's an Orlin?
I'd appreciate it. And I suppose I don't need to remind you that I don't want you to hurt him. I'm sure you can find a more discreet way of handling the problem.
Mm-hmm. I mean... let's talk to him.
Not to be rude, but I'm rather busy. Can't you get another room?
Orlin turns and glances past you with a quick, nervous motion. His ears, shredded and scalloped at the edges, are pressed against his skull. This one hides something. His mind is a maze of fear. Well, Havrick sent me to check on you. He dislikes Orlin, so of course he thinks you're up to something.
He... what? Oh no. No.
He runs his claws through his hair and tugs at his long, ragged ears. Can't imagine why he'd think like that.
Is she there? Did you see her?
He leans around you, peering at the doorway. Who are you talking about?
Devala. That woman. The slaver, she...
Oh, so he's an escaped slave, that's why. Okay.
I was a slave in Raid Ceres. I ran away. Made it here. The mountains are usually the best place to lose slavers, but Devala's one of the best.
Mm-hmm. Perhaps we should tell someone. Stalwart would stand for this.
Slavery may be illegal here, but I wouldn't be the first runaway to get nabbed in a town like this, while some local trapper gets a nice payday.
Mm-hmm.
Besides, you spoke with Havrick. I've kept to myself and paid on time, and he assumes the worst.
Okay.
I just want to get out of here. I've scraped together enough money to reach New Haelmar.
Okay. New Haelmar? That's hardly an improve. He stops himself, eyes wide. I mean, it's lovely. You'll love it. Why does he... Why is this a problem again?
But the locals talk about a Raid Saren party, camped west of town.
Uh-huh.
It's got to be Devala. She's been after me since the foothills. I'll pay you if you can get rid of her. I don't care how.
Yeah, I'll do it. We don't like slavers here, so we're gonna go kill him.
Thank you. But be careful. She wouldn't have come alone.
That's fine. Okay, let's go steal that alcohol.
to whispers and shadows.
I'll just wait for this to go.
Certainly.
Ten Pond says he trips them.
You might find this interesting.
I do find this interesting. So many experience points. Level up. Oh wow.
Oh?
I just realized I'm so hurt. Oh, that's because we took so much damage with Oh.
Yes?
I see.
The work of a moment. Aye?
Your thoughts must flow deeply indeed.
She's got the highest stealth.
Yes?
Okay, this is fine. We don't really care about the gamblers. We're gonna have to rest. Camping not allowed here. That's fine. Oh yeah, we should level up. Oh wait, this is level 11, isn't it? Okay, do we care about Flames of Devotion? Like, wait, this is a Paladin ability. Let's see. Healing Chain. Okay, that's nice, that's nice. So we can do a lot of healing quickly. The Aegis of Loyalty. We kind of want this. But maybe I'll go with Healing Chain and we give the Aegis of Loyalty to Pelagina. Okay, you get mechanics, yes. About 2 more levels for this, that's okay. And let's see. Spells. He does start with 2 level 6 spells now. Cane Reflection. Precious Hex. Chain Lightning. This is target and foe. Okay, that's pretty nice. Let's see. Martial Power. This is only on the caster. Which is actually pretty cool. Death Ring. This is foe area of effect. That's pretty nice. Gaze of Adragan. Petrified. Precisely Piercing Burst. But this is around the caster. Let's go with these two. We want Freezing and we want Lightning. And Spell Mastery. Yeah, how about this? This seems fine. Combusting Wounds, Blackened Sight. What else could we go with here? I think a debuff would be nice. So do we want Blinding? Or do we want Lower saving throws. Accuracy and reflex depends. Okay. Will. Let's go with blinding them. 28 seconds is pretty nice too. Did I just get something? Okay. And grieving mother too. Yeah, it's fine. Just give her the stealth. It's okay. Now let's see. It's level 6. So mind plague, dazed and confused, and it also jumps targets. That's pretty nice. Disintegration is raw damage. Okay, that's 300 raw damage. That's pretty strong. I think let's go with disintegration for her. Wait, we can go both? Okay, let's go amplified wave and disintegration. And she's gonna be able to take mind plague next level, since she is gonna unlock one more. Nice. Oh wait, this brought it. I see. So the song that's being sung, she's singing it. These are the words. Okay, I didn't realize it at first. Here's your alcohol.
So those feathers, that's a blessing of Helia?
So they say.
Well, that's lucky. Where I'm from, we see a feathered lady, we start worrying maybe her dad got frisky with his hands.
Shut up,
I guess you
Eder.
can always trust a farm boy's head to go there first.
Yeah, exactly. Here you go with survival. Spell mastery. What do we want? Raw damage against deflection, wood skin. Hold beasts. Oh. Wait a second. Is a dragon a beast? Huh.
Yeah? How may I help?
So he can cast this 5 times, huh? Let me just check. Bestiary. Break. Yes, these guys are beasts. Kael the Silent was level 10. Okay.
Oh?
Oh. Wait, oh yeah, I did a level up. Let's go with athletics. Now let's see. The fighter's disengagement attacks have increased accuracy, damage, and will knock enemies prone. No. Unbroken. After being knocked out, the fighter stands back up with a portion of his or her endurance healed in temporary bonuses to all defenses and damage reductions. Now into the fray. Clear out I think I want either Unbroken or Into the Fray farm. I think Into the Fray is going to be a little bit better. Because we would be able to, when we fight the Master Below, have Adair do this. And hopefully that would make it so the dragon, the Master Below, wouldn't do a breath attack.
Oh?
Ideally.
I'm ready.
We still need a little bit for Pelagina, but that's okay. Dersh's house, the wagon, temple. Let's go here first.
Fresh fish, freshly caught. Effigy's eyes, it looked at me.
I remember what this is. I'm not gonna have this character in my party, but I remember him. A dozen pairs of globular eyes stare up piteously from the discarded heads of the day's catch. I wash in a pungent sea of fins and innards. Let's sift through the fish scraps. Your hand runs up against something round and fleshy, the size of a melon. It is smooth and scaleless, and parts seem to be covered in hair. I discarded the head, perhaps, but not that of a fish. Let's pull out the head. With one hand on either side of the head, you begin to lift it out of the barrel, only to have it leap from your grasp. As the head's owner springs over the lip of the barrel in an eruption of fish chunks that rain down over the market stall. Zahua. The man who leapt from the barrel stands facing you, nearly naked save for a loincloth and drizzled with fish viscera. He is covered head to toe in scars, tears and punctures, and the thorny imprints of lashings. Most are faded, like old memories. Despite that, the condition of the man's body is remarkable. The drooping skin at his flanks and elbows, the only evidence of his advanced age. His face is placid, but the rest of him appears prepared for anything.
You must forgive Zawa. I was not expecting you.
He looks you in the eye at first, but his gaze drifts now and then, settling on strange parts of your face, as though distracted by the new discoveries. If he is at all flustered, he gives no indication. What you doing in the battle? He scratches behind his ear, dismayed.
Resting my eyes, I thought. Waiting for the Malkachoa to bring me insight.
Uh-huh.
It would seem I dozed. A good thing my master was not alive to see it.
Zahua blinks, leaning in to get a better look at you. His enlarged pupils seem to crowd out his pale irises.
Are you real?
Lie, yes? What? Now that you ask, I'm not really sure.
We shall let the matter rest for now, then. Until the Malkachoa wears off.
Okay. Malkachoa?
A small white mushroom. I have heard it called snowcap in these lands.
Okay.
It can reveal the true nature of many things.
And you said you have a master? The man traces your inadvertent glance at his scars. He smiles politely.
A teacher, not an owner. Zawa is a free man.
Mm-hmm.
Well, as free as any of us.
Okay, I still don't really understand why you were in that barrel.
I was freeing myself from vanity.
Okay. Did he say sanity or vanity?
Consider, how can one be vain who is bathed in the smell of dead fish?
Okay. Well, I guess it's hard to really argue with that, huh?
I had the idea when I passed this way earlier. I am pleased with the results so far.
Okay. He smiles at a woman whose head is swiveled towards him as she passes by, a look of revulsion on her face. Distracted, he too catches on a stone and she nearly falls to her face. He claps his hands together.
Yes, quite pleased.
Okay. Are those scars from battle? Zahua glances down at his body.
From battle, yes. I left them upon my enemies.
But you have the scars, not your enemies.
These were struck against fear. These against pleasure. These against hatred. Those down there against greed and doubt. And these...
The ones on his face?
These were for vanity.
Okay, so you made these scars.
I cannot take credit for all of them, but I did most of the good ones.
Okay.
I put them there in battle to remind myself what is real and what is not. Our worst enemies are inventions of the mind, pleasure, fear. When we see them for what they are, we become unstoppable.
Mm-hmm. And you've achieved this.
I feel I have been close, but never for more than an instant.
Okay.
In the moment when the pain is sharpest, the world becomes clear. In that moment, I am a match for anyone.
Okay, your wounds must have caused you to suffer greatly.
Of course. I am fortunate to have suffered so much. If I did not suffer, I would not aspire to free myself from it.
Mm-hmm.
I would wander from one unfulfilling goal to the next. More wealth, a better station. My soul would wither. But to search for a place beyond suffering's reach is to nurture the soul, to harden it against the elements. Suffering is the greatest gift the gods have given us, their most beautiful, perfect creation. It is the hand that turns the wheel.
Okay. His eyes gleam as though looking up upon an old and beloved friend. Okay, do you often smear yourself with fish?
Gods, no. What a way to travel the world. The usual way is to smear yourself with the ashes of the dead. But they do not burn their dead here, so I have to make do with what the land provides.
Okay.
The cold seems to conquer the smell. Even now, the scent hides itself. Disappointing.
Disappointing. Disappointed! Okay, you don't seem like you're from around here. No shit, he just said that they don't... Ah, whatever.
I was visiting a monastery, not far from here. I found it empty, but I met a messenger as I left.
Oh?
He carried a call for aid. Seeing that he would find no monks at the monastery, I chose to go in their place.
Okay.
Zawa is no longer young, but in combat he is still the greatest of the Takan people. It seemed only right that he should go.
Okay. Well, Star Wars also hired me as well.
I would not say I am hired. I seek no wage, and I promise no result. I have chosen a path, and my spoils come from walking it.
Mm-hmm. An uneasy frown settles on his face, almost a wince.
And this fortress, this Durgan's battery, its people are gone. Zawa would know why.
Okay, well, if you seek the White Forge as well, I could use the help of an experienced warrior. His face tilts upwards, his eyes fixing on the sky. He remains motionless, entranced. At length he blinks, as if awakening, and looks back at you. He shrugs, cheerily.
If one wishes to swim, it is no time to argue with the current.
Uh-huh.
We are here together, in this moment, because a perfect force has willed it. Who is Zawa to argue?
Okay. He looks you squarely in the eyes, and for once they are not adrift.
I will walk with you so long as the gods wish it so.
Okay, let's be on our way then. We're not gonna take him with us. This is fine. Let me just do a thing. Boom. Okay. Wait, did we get the alcohol to the dude? I think I forgot about it. Because we leveled up and I got distracted.
Please tell me you found it. I've got a craving like you wouldn't believe.
Yeah, under lock and key is an understatement.
Wait, really? You did it! Oh, thank you! This is going to be great. Oh, and here's the money I promised.
Only 100 copper.
To the Lord of Cadnua. Oh, that's that's a bit strange. Here, have.
Rayfeld?
Oh, it's foul. I think that's the worst thing I've ever. Wait, I don't feel so well. Did you see that? See? See? I think my tongue is going, Wait. I can't feel my face. What's happening?
Are you okay? Rayfeld paws at his cheeks and then his nose. With increasing desperation, a flailing finger catches him in the eye and he yelps and covers his face clumsily with both hands.
I can't. I think I bit my. But I can't feel a thing. This has to be Havrik's doing. He must have put something in the bottle. Please, you have to help me.
I mean, if this is a trick, Havrik is bound to have an antidote.
Sweet gods, I hope so. Please, I'll give you the money I saved up. I'll give you more. Please, just help me.
Okay. Oi! Havrik! The guy stole your wine. Which is actually poison.
Back to warm your hands, eh? What can I do for you?
Yeah, Rayfeld ran a full of a certain bowl of liquor.
So that little bastard finally got up the nerve to snatch it, did he? Well, serves him right. Maybe he'll think twice about stealing a man's vintage now that he's dribbling all over himself.
I'm sure he's learned his lesson.
Yeah, I bet he's ballin'. Look, I dabble in chemicals, but it's never something I can't fix. He's only a few ingredients from a cure. You want to help him out, all you need is a river reed in the heart of an ice troll. You ought to fight both by water. That creek out west, for instance.
Wait, with the heart of a what?
You heard me. Ice troll. Really, Rayfall's getting off easy. Those traps cost me a fortune.
Okay.
You must
go. This is fine. This is okay.
You have to help me. Ugh, I can't stay like this.
I'm working on it.
Oh, thank the gods. I'll wait here and hope nobody comes by to talk.
Okay, let's go to the fishery. Also, Manea. Is that one of the people I'm supposed to murder?
Me and Sledge are thinking about heading down, joining a caravan over to Dawning.
Dawning? What for? You like your ogres bigger?
We'd have work at least, and I'm damn sick of fish.
Okay. Let's see what we have here. Oh, it's very dirty here. Oi!
We should check the barrels.
Back to work, everyone. No time for dallying.
Hello, Grind.
A fine thing you reached us when you did. It would have burned the fishery next, mark my words.
He wraps your hand in a sturdy handshake.
And the last thing this lot needs is another excuse to knock off early.
He raises his voice at his last remark and glowers around the room. The other fisher folks look studiously away and focus on mending nets, gutting fish and sorting the day's catch. I can't imagine why they'd be in a hurry. Alof looks as if he's trying not to breathe.
Anyway, excuse the mess. If there's something you need, the clerk can get you sorted.
Okay. He raises a graying eyebrow at a man sorting various stocks and supplies near the back of the room.
Just watch your step if you've a mind to look around. The floors are slick and none too pleasant to fall on.
Okay, I got a question about the fishery.
Been running it 4 decades now. I reckon I can tell you what you want to know.
Seems like a big operation.
It may stink of fish guts, but there's no place more critical to Stalworth's survival.
Mm-hmm.
Herds come and go, so there's seasons when our catch sustains the village.
When he glances around the fishery, bustling with activity and warm with the heat of the cook fire.
But try telling these folk as much. We go home each day covered to the elbows in fish oil and entrails, reeking of our work.
Charming.
Stalworth's shrinking, but it would disappear if we lost the fishers. I drive them hard, but I can't afford to do otherwise.
Okay. What do you do over here?
Just about everything. I track the day's catches and see that our nets and hooks are in working order.
Mm-hmm.
My family's been in charge of the fishery since the early days of Stalwart. I know the best spots to find frost dive or an iron-toothed pike, and I make sure we don't overfish the speckleback.
Okay, that's all I wanted to know.
Need anything else?
Nope. The Fisherman's Pinnace. I wasn't expecting anyone to come by the fishery for a while. Guess that's the proper way to go about it. Really carry on like it's business as usual. Can I get you anything? Let me see what you have. Of course. Wait, what do I have this? Corrode proofs and freeze proofs? Oh, nice. Ring of Overseeing. 10% area of effect. Oh, that's pretty nice. But no. Why did we get a task though? That doesn't really make a lot of sense. Oh, wait. Maybe if we sneak around, because we didn't sneak. And without sneaking, we don't really have much of a way to,
They shall see nothing while I see much.
to search for hidden objects. No, seems like no one's here. Nothing, I mean. Okay, let's go to Onrad.
Huh, that's what I get for asking directions in the middle of nowhere.
Oh, she's another companion, isn't she?
Say, I don't suppose you've seen any mysterious old buildings in the mountains lately, have you?
Iomawa wears an assortment of bangles, bands, cuffs, and chains as thick as armor. She watches you with a raised eyebrow and eyes gleaming with mirth. You mean Durgan's Battery?
No, but I've heard that name a lot around here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking for the Abbey of the Fallen Moon. It's an obscure temple dedicated to Andra.
And why are you looking for the Abbey?
I'm a gift bearer. My job is to gather tokens of things people want forgotten and surrender them to the Lady of Lament.
Mm-hmm.
Best place to do that is the Abbey of the Fallen Moon.
Okay, but gift bearers usually dispose of tokens in the sea. Why are you going to the Abbey?
Well, you throw some things into the sea and maybe they wash up on shore one day.
Uh-huh.
But you want something really good and forgotten, you take it to the Abbey.
Okay. Well, that makes sense. What kind of tokens do you take?
Anything that represents a moment or a memory someone wishes to leave behind.
Mm-hmm.
Well, love notes, awkward family heirlooms, bad poetry, the kinds of things you want to forget.
So what are you checking that now?
The Abbey's all about forgetting. Wouldn't be much forgetting if I told you about it, would there?
Makes sense.
I might be here a while. Half the villagers have never heard of the Abbey, and the ones that have, no one knows where it is. So I'm trying to think of this as an extended holiday, in a remote mining village that smells like fish.
I mean, I got business in the region. We could travel together.
You won't regret it. I've got a lovely singing voice. And the company's welcome.
She winks at Pelagina. Oh. I wonder if, like, she's a barbarian. She's a barbarian. We could swap her for, like, Iravius. We're not really using his spells much. And I think that's, like, what hurts me the most. And it would be less, like... It would be less management to do it this way. Or should we swap her with, like, Pelagina? Nah, I think I want to swap with Hiravius.
May Wal watch your step.
Let's do it like this, sure. Swap her here. And let's level her up. Sure, let's go with survival. Let's see. Carnage, it just gives accuracy. Barbaric Blow, that's an encounter. It's a full attack, so all of her weapons, both her weapons are gonna attack. It's a pretty nice one. Let's go with Accurate Carnage first, though. I feel like athletics... Maybe survival isn't that needed. It's fine. Okay, Wild Sprints. The rest. Passive. Savage Defiance. Frenzy. Wait, health and endurance is concealed for 14 seconds, so we wouldn't be able to know how much health she's got. But 30%, yeah, Frenzy is really good. 33% attack speed is pretty powerful, it feels at least. Let's go with Greater Frenzy, because, I mean, why not? Barbaric Blow is nice too. But I mean, Greater Frenzy, yes. Okay, Blooded. No. Wound stands alone and Bloodlust. So she's got 20% more melee damage and Bloodlust is... Wait. Once she personally downed at least 2 enemies. You see, this doesn't seem that powerful. Because she needs to kill 2 people before this procs. And 20% attack speed is nice, but... I think one stands alone is nice too. She has to be close to 2 or more enemies, and that way she gets more damage. I think one stands alone is pretty nice. Barbaric Blow. Now that's the thing, do we care about this? Or should we want Veteran's Recovery? To have a regenerate a little bit of health. I think the recovery is gonna be probably pretty nice. Let's see. That's damage reduction. This wouldn't be a bad thing. Let's see. As long as the barbarian is stationary. After killing an enemy, the barbarian's recovery is waived, allowing them to attack again immediately. Yeah, so it's like cleave, okay. But thick skins is gonna be nice too, since we want her to have the highest possible armor class. No, the highest possible recovery, the quickest. So it would be best to not only give her like 2 daggers or something like that, but also give her light armor. So I think thick skins is gonna be pretty useful here. Sneak attack? I mean, sneak attack is nice, barbaric blow is nice too. Let's go with barbaric blow. It's fine. Now, wait. Something appeared up here. Let's see. This is just a healing. Blooded is this. Tax fortitude if fortitude is lower. Okay. Threatening presence. Barbaric shout. Bloodlust. Vengeful defeat exacts a final revenge when the barbarian is reduced to 0 endurance, causing him or her to perform instant carnage full attacks at everyone in range. Oh wow. You know what? I think brute force is gonna be pretty useful here. Pretty cool. You know what? Yeah, sure. More athletics, please. Oh wait, what kind of weapons do we want to give her? Yeah, cancel this level up. I want to see what kind of weapons we can give her. Because she's got her own armor, which isn't a bad thing. Resolve is gonna be nice because it increases some other things. So let's see, a battle axe, a sword. These are just fine. Let's see, weapons. Let's go with good enchantments to bad enchantments. One-handed fast weapon. If we have one-handed fast weapons, that would be best. 15 to 21. 19 to 28. Or normal. I think fast or normal should be fine. Like, these are average. One-handed. Oh, like 2 sabers wouldn't hurt. I can still enchant these to be, like, exceptional if you want to. We do have the materials to make both of them exceptional, actually. Let's see. Fireball, burn damage. This one is already exceptional. This one is fine. Grazes convert to hits. That's pretty nice too. Resolution. You know what? And what about this? This has more accuracy. Prone, stunned, and flanked. Let's go with the 2 sabers. Yeah. Because this way we can add her the we can give her the perk, the talents that gives her more accuracy with these. I think this would be pretty decent. Now, it kind of sucks because these are like purely slashing weapons. Do we maybe have like one-handed fast weapons that could be crushing, like this one? The Unforgiven. which is bonus attack speed. Oh. What if we swapped this? Like, it does less damage because it doesn't have the modifier from being shot. But I imagine the bonus attack speed would work for both weapons. Do we have another weapon that would be... let's go with enchantments. Enchantment! No, nothing else. Well, this one-handed spear has attack speed. And it's got bonus accuracy here too. Now the question is, let's see, the damage is 2 to 3 here and 5 to 8 on the other weapon. That's like a big difference here. But both of these have attack speed, which I imagine would be a little bit better. Okay, let's see. Do we have, like, her armor has 25%. Law giving, nah. Second chance. We don't have a light armor. We don't have a light armor that would be nicely enchanted. Weirdly enough. Okay, let's go with item type here. What kind of shoes? Damage reduction, shock, jolt and dodge. Prone and defense against push. Yeah, we don't want her to be falling on her ass. We do want her to be strong. That's a little bit more damage. That's nice. Now, she's got some freeze and corrosion reduction. Resolve, huh? Reflexes. It wouldn't hurt to get this, because her reflexes are actually kind of crap. Her dexterity is low. Perception, reflexes, and healing bonus. This is just for a ranger. So will we want a regular generic one? Or will we want something that specifically increases her reflexes? You know what? I think we're fine with this. Let's see rings. Wait. Oh, wait. We can get this ring. It gives resolve, so we wouldn't need this. Dexterity, reflexes, preservation. Oh, wait. We want this. Because the reflexes are nice. If we gave her this, she doesn't get defenses, but doesn't lose them here. Because of the resolve. What other ring? Eternal Funding, Anchor. Suppress Affliction, Might. A Boat of Might be good, but we already get 2 points here, so this would only give us 1. More Constitution wouldn't hurt. Quicker movements. Regeneration. I don't think the 1 point per 3 seconds is worth it, to be honest. We could get a knockdown on them. Or Constitution. You know what? Yeah, this is fine. Let's see. What's this again? Oh, regeneration. No, that's just for a ranger. Well, killing bonus. Defense against spells. Is that even good? But now we don't really have anything. Let's just give her a cloak. She doesn't get any reflexes because she's getting them from here. But at least she gets some fortitude and some will. Yeah? And we'll see how this goes. Like, maybe she's gonna attack so fast that it's not really gonna matter that she's not very tanky. We'll see. She's
Certainly.
big. I'll find it without your help. Not giving up, you hear me? Charlatans, oh! A dwarf paces with his head down and arms crossed, only stopping to hurl glances at the building behind him. His face is smeared dark with grime, and soot falls from his beard as he mumbles to himself. Work my hands into bloody stumps in this place, and for what? He kicks at a mound of dirty snow. Start with nothing, leave with less. I'm sorry to hear of your loss, yes. I'm sorry about it. Don't be. I deserve all of it. The dwarf wrinkles his nose, nostrils flaring like a horse. Well, good riddance. Should have never settled here in the first place. Some things you mean to leave behind. Come to find out you packed them away. You packed them anyway, okay. But I'm not leaving until I recover what's mine. They can't deny me again. Not after this. Okran gestures at the burnt-out buildings. Those sweet-tongued priests took my heirlooms. Bury the memory of my past, they said. Now I don't even have that. Oh, I take it you gave something of yours to one of Undra's gift-bearers? Okran takes his gaze away from the ground and gives you a sideways glance. You're quick. Wish I had those wits when they spoke of peace and redemption in the eyes of the goddess. Those priests, Undra's dogs, said the goddess would forgive, that some things are best left to be forgotten. He nods towards the nearby temple. Their leader, Laughter, believed her words. I believed her words. Another one of them, a gift-bearer, took my medallion. He closes his stocky hand into a fist. And now they won't tell me where it is. Well, they would probably respond a little bit better if you were polite, instead of shouting. Sharp metal always used to win me arguments, but I see your point. I'd be surprised if they return it willingly. They believe it's a sacred duty to cast the offerings to the goddess in some place where they'll be forgotten. Better to find where they dropped them, I think. Okay. So what's Laughter's role in all of this? She leads that group of crows. They took over the temple as folks started to leave. Came to unburden those that sought to forget their misery here, they say. Uh-huh. Tell me about the medallion. It belonged to my sister. It was just a pretty trinket to her. To me. The dwarf casts his gaze down. She was the last of my family. At least that still acted like family to me. Okay, what else did you give to the priests? The dwarf casts a measuring look at you. He quickly turns his head away and nods. You'd understand its value. My armor, I've set finer than I've ever seen, but worthless to an old dwarf. I'd have traded it for the medallion, but fool that I gave them both. If I can help with anything, just ask. Yeah, tell me about your past before you settled here. That was a different life, better days until... Okran closes his eyes and shakes his head. Motes of soot fall onto his hunched shoulders. It's my burden to bear, not yours. I tried to cast it away, but the memories I lost were all the wrong ones. Okay, bye-bye. I don't expect Locke to grace me now, but if you find anything, I'll be here. Count on it. He gives you a vigorous nod. Okay. Oh, it's stealing, huh? Wait. Laughter and also kick settle. Oh wait. I'm supposed to level you up, yeah? Let's see. Soldier. We got a mace.
Thanks. I like you too.
So she's got a spear, a flail, and sabers. That's just one here. Peasant is a spear. Ruffian is sabers. What about other stuff? More melee damage, less melee accuracy. Accuracy against distant enemies. Gunner, reload speed, dangerous implement. No. Oh yeah, two-handed style. No wait, not two-handed. Two-weapon style. We want this. Dual-wield attack speed. Yes. I'm dumb. I forgot about this. Good thing I remembered. Level 11. We're gonna keep this so she can put it into athletics. And let's see. Heart of Fury. These two are new. Bloodthirst was already here. Once per encounter, each equipped weapon attacks every nearby enemy, doing extra damage and inflicting carnage if applicable. Okay. Okay, so every enemy in range basically takes a full attack. And Eye of the Storm means that cannot be engaged by enemies more than one level below self. Which basically means if, like in this case, I am overleveled, they would not be able to flank me. No one would be able to flank my Neha. I think a way to have a regain health would be nice. It's once per endurance, per encounter. Bloodthirst is nice too, but I feel like since she attacks so quickly with two weapons, both of them have attack speed, and her two-weapon fighting style gives her attack speed. Bloodthirst would probably be a lot better if she was a barbarian focusing on one two-handed weapon. So I think we should go with Savage Defiance, just so she has a way to heal. Oh, also, I should probably make sure that she, yeah, all of this is hidden. Okay. Low laughter. What's up? Veins course under this woman's pale skin like icy fissures, yet fissures. Yet, when she speaks, her voice flows warm and soothing. Ondra welcomes you into her embrace. Her features soften with compassion. We're here to ease the pain of your past, ready to take your burdens. Are you Lydia from Skyrim? What? I'm not here for you to take my burdens. With a thin smile, she nods. If you let the goddess help with your hardships, of course. Yeah, I want to ask about Okrun's Hylam. The dwarf already asked. We gave him the counsel he needed. Slight irritation sharpens her tone. She seems to catch herself, modulating her voice back to a pleasant timbre. Are these guys fake? These guys are fake, aren't they? I bet they're fakes. And naturally, we'll do what we can for you, too. Ask what you will. Yeah, Okrun wants his medallion back. She brings her hands together and nods. Ah, Okrun. How often we let the shadows of the past become a burden even to others. That medallion, it weighs on Okrun's mind. You're kind to help, but what he really needs is to cast away those memories. I mean, hey, he changed his mind. As a priest, you must listen. I listened to him. Such dark memories, so much regret. We took on his burden for his good and for the good of the village. His belongings, his past, now rest in Ondra's realm, to be forgotten, so that the wounds on his soul may heal. This is the will of the goddess. I mean, hey, her will flows in tides. Maybe Okrun still needs the medallion to discover how to forget. For a moment, the priestess scans the floor before her, as if in search for an answer. She nods. You're well versed in the intricacies of our faith. No use in hiding anything from someone like you. There's no need to quarrel over the mysteries of a goddess's will. I'll tell you what you wish to know. Okrun's heirloom was taken by Ixtli, chosen gift-bearer among us, to be cast away as an offering to Ondra. Only he knows where. And where is Ixtli? If you could ask him yourself. You could ask him yourself, but he's on a trek through the mountains of Durgan's Battery. If you run into Ixtli, tell him he has urgent duties to attend here. Okay, tell me about the gift-bearer. Ixtli had business with near Durgan's Battery. Those mountains are dangerous. If you insist upon carrying out this request of Okrun's, then that's where I'd search for answers. Okay. It's hard to believe only the gift bearers know where the offerings are cast away. Is it? Our goddess frees us from our earthly burdens. It's best if only one of us knows where they are taken, lest we all end up suffering under their weight. Okay, something else? Okay, tell me about Ondra. Ondra's the goddess of redemption, deep like an ocean and gentle as a mother. She's here to relieve her children of their darkest burdens. We came here to aid the villagers, to heal the wounds of the past that fester in their souls. Okay, well, I thought that Ondra was the goddess of loss and mourning, not redemption. That's, The priestess crosses her arms and shifts her weight. A common notion. Others may believe so, but the goddess's mysteries are profound. Her true power lies in redeeming your loss and regret. Okay, tell me about the gift bearers. Gift bearers do Ondra's most valued work. They carry the material burdens of unfortunate souls into her embrace, so that the goddess may help them forget. Okay. I heard that the worshippers of Bera visited you recently. Little happens around here that doesn't end in the mouths of villagers, but we're obliged to assist everyone, regardless of their faith. A group of women came to us, yes. Their leader wanted to know of Durgan's Battery. I obliged, and pointed them in its direction. They left as quietly as they arrived, which didn't make any of us less concerned It didn't make us any less concerned about their true intentions. This place grown dangerous enough already. Okay, bye-bye. What about Kexertl? A young man dressed in sturdy leathers glares at you. The creases in his face, tanned despite the scarce sunlight of the region, suffer a slight twitch as you approach him. "I got nothing for you. Speak with laughter if you must." He turns away, his nose wrinkled. Son of a bitch. He doesn't like me. Oh. Who would have guessed it? Not everyone likes the Paladin of Good Boy. Let's go to the wagon. As you step outside, the heavy wooden door of the temple slams shut behind you. You hear someone barring it from the other side. It sounds like the priests have engaged in an agitated conversation. You get the sense that they're discussing you, but you're also certain that the door is too thick to eavesdrop through. Although there may be other places nearby where you'd stand a better chance. I can't believe this. How could you? Wait a second. I need perception. I need to eat a fish. Because fish gives perception, yeah? No, intellect. Is this something that gives me perception? Meat. Constitution, perception, vegetable. Oh, okay. Can we make food that gives me more perception than one? Savory pie is 1 perception. What about... What about potions? This one's good. The displaced image. Prevent death. I don't think there's gonna be anything that gives me perception. So let's just eat some savory pie. Okay, give me like here.
Oh?
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 The wooden shutters of the temple's window close tight, muffle a set of voices coming from within the building. Can't quite make sense of the murmur, but cracking a shutter open would likely help. A rusty iron latch holds the window shutters closed. With care, you should be able to unfasten it without being noticed. You carefully begin to lift a latch from its metal hook. Halfway there, the rusted iron resists this with a screech. You freeze, listening to the voices in hopes the priest didn't hear. The conversation continues uninterrupted. Pour some oil. I have a lot of oil. You grab the latch and apply just the right amount of oil, nudging the metal until its rust gives way without sound. Carefully, you pull the window shutters open enough to let the voices flow through. You hear a man speaking, his tone agitated. "You do that. Hope the mountains will do what... What if X..." The sentence cuts, as if the man was speaking to all sides of the room. Spokey tells them instead, "What then?" You recognize Laughter's voice responding. "Why would he? And with all those dangers near the battery, our gift bearer won't delay. I expect..." You always expect. Look where that's taken us. A dying village, ogres at the walls, Ixtli's not back yet, and now I have to do this something. Do his jaw? His voice is dropped and sieves. His voice drops and sieves, muffling what he has to say. After a moment, laughter replies, Do you think I wanted this? That I could have known in advance? A pause ensures, its tension growing until the priestess's voice cuts it in half. We can't wait for him. We must fish out the last batch, quickly. After that, we'll decide. The man responds in a broken voice, barely audible. You only distinguish the last words. In that rusted wood pond, I'll go. The exchange seems to end. Cautiously, you step away from the window of Unra's temple. Rusted wood. Sons of bitches.
Certainly.
So it's probably better if we go to Rusted Wood. Let's actually go here first. We want to go to the Iduran. The Erland bows to you. Ah, the adventurers saved the village. So good of you to visit my humble wagon. I am Iduran. Oh, how's business? He gestures at the village around him. Oh, like this place. Not much coin to be made trading in furs and fish. I came to the White March because I assumed there would be no competition. And I have none because there's nothing to compete of out here. Would you like to trade? But if you're not making any money, why do you stay? I was rather vocal about my inevitable success with my friends and family. If I give up and return with little more than I left, then, His hands bow into fists. No, it won't be like that. I'm not giving up yet. Okay, show me what you got. Do you? When did I get this? Wait, Raiment of Whale's Eyes. Damage resistance 3. Is this good? You have move speed. This is fine. This doesn't have an enchantment, which means we can make it like a 5. It would be weaker, but her recovery speed would be higher. And getting crit would give another 25 deflection. Doesn't say that it's like once per encounter. And defense against Charmed Confused? That would actually be pretty good. You know what? I'm gonna give this to her. Like, the move speed is nice. And the healing received is nice. But I feel like having a lot more defense here, deflection, and having some Charmed Confused protection is gonna be pretty nice. Is it expensive? It's not very expensive. Might, Constitution, Intellect, Resolve, okay. The Watchful Cloak Mark II. Perception and 2 enemies to flank. That's pretty nice for a paladin like me. Mine gives me perception though. I like the perception. No, this is fine. I'm gonna buy some... Maybe I do need to buy the torch? Yeah. Okay. I won't enchant you. We can't go with Superb because we're not high enough level, but soon enough. Adra Dragon Scale, huh? I see. I see. Well, we can make this exceptional. 4 damage reduction. So with this, she actually doesn't lose any damage reduction. You know what? I think this is fine. I think this is totally okay. Let me just check a thing. Okay. Yeah, we're good. We're fine.
Laying low.
Laying low. Don't.
Your thoughts must flow deeply indeed.
Give me the fish. Scroll of defense is nice. 20 all defenses for 15 seconds.
It must be soon. 2 days, no more.
Uh-huh.
Aye?
Alof, please do this. This is fine, but
The
maybe...
work of a moment.
Maybe she's gonna be good enough where... it's not gonna be ready yet. Yeah. Durgan copper bracelets. Hmm?
Certainly.
Tersh. This dwarf is busy staring into the fire, slowly puffing away on his pipe. As you greet him, he's visibly startled and his pipe clatters to the floor.
Sorry. Didn't hear you come in. My ears aren't what they used to be.
He stoops, wincing, to retrieve his pipe. When he rises again, he has a hand against his side. Are you hurt?
Wasn't the ogres, I can tell you that. Put a few arrows in one of those and they generally have the good sense to back off.
Okay. Who did this then?
But I've been hunting this wolf for near a year now. A man-eater. Cunning, nasty thing. Every time I get close, it just slips away.
Now, it's a little bit curious because we were able to use the oil during that dialogue without having the oil in my own personal inventory. So I'm wondering if maybe we don't have to have the things like the dry bar and the grappling hooks. I'm still gonna keep them on me.
The beast has already claimed many lives. The first victim was my son, Saldrin. Got the better of me this last time. Distracted me long enough for one of its kin to turn up. Nearly bit me clean in half. I'm a few weeks out from trying again.
Okay. You said this thing is a wolf?
No ordinary wolf. A monster. This creature is big. And I see the signs it leaves behind. The mess it made to the last couple of hunters and the elk.
Okay.
Doesn't always finish its meals. Damn thing might be sick. Might have a bullet in its jaw. Something.
Okay.
In any case, it needs to be put down.
And where is it?
It roams the russet wood out to the west. Seems to have decided the lake is a good place to find prey. Yeah. It's picked off some scattered ogres from time to time.
Oh.
But mostly it's been going after hunters. Travelers.
Okay, can you tell me about your previous encounters?
Nothing to tell. Near misses, all of them. One time he clambered right up the cliffs to avoid my snares. Another time, he chased a bear into my camp.
Okay, so maybe it's not really a wolf, but a werewolf or something.
I nearly had him once. I could hear him below, eating, and I had the gun aimed right for him. Until the wind changed. He charged headlong into the tree to get at me. Nearly knocked me off my perch. And when I righted myself, he was gone.
Okay, I'm gonna keep an eye out then.
It needs doing. But I warn you, this beast is not to be trifled with. It must make its lair somewhere to the west, If you mean to go there, keep your wits about you.
Okay.
Watch yourself on the mountain. In these lean times, everything looks like prey to something.
Okay, who are you?
I'm Thiersch. I've lived here long enough that Kith have started calling me the Old Hunter. And that's about all I can say for myself.
Okay. I got some questions about, I guess.
Coming to your elders for advice, is it? What can I do for you?
Yeah, Tildor said I could talk to you before I head for Longwatch Falls. And good thing you did. Hot springs north of the road are crawling with Lagufeth. I'm surprised Tildor found himself out there. The thing you know about, to know about Lagufeth is they're fast, tolerant to cold too, so try another angle of attack. Something seems to occur to him. He pats his pocket, clenching his pipe between his teeth. These all come in handy. Use them if you get into trouble. He hands you a few sealed bottles. The old hunter looks you up and down, puffing on his pipe. But if I'm being honest, you may not even need them. You handle those ogres well enough, and you look like you could hold your own against these Lagufeth too. Okay, what about Stalwart?
Well, I can tell you it won't be here much longer if things go on as they are.
Mm-hmm.
With the mines closed, we've lost what put us on the map in the first place.
Uh-huh.
We're losing people every month. Too many mouths to feed and not enough to support them. Even the game's dwindling. I've been lucky. I've hides and horns enough to keep the traders happy, but now the ogres are picking the rest of us off.
Okay, what about the ogres then? Oh, only that they've been coming down in force, again and again, trying to drive us out or kill us outright.
The moment we started looking into Durgan's battery, it was like we...
Hello, Bakito.
kicked
Hello,
a hornet's
hello.
nest.
Stretch. I'm gonna stretch. Big stretch. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I have my, well, it's not water, it's an energy drink. I've been working at home today, so I'm pretty cozy and warm. It was snowing today, though. Today was pretty cold. And it got really dark real fast. And it started snowing heavily. Well, that's nice. Snow is nice when it's fresh. When it's, like, all dirty from the cars, it kind of sucks. How about you? Hopefully you've been cozy, you've been warm. Yeah, there's been snow.
You made a good showing against that last group, by the way. I think you've given them reason to think twice about coming back.
Okay, why is the hunting so poor?
It's been a colder season than usual, and the elk herds aren't faring well. We're stuck fighting with the ogre clans and the wolves over what's left.
You don't even know when the last time you saw snow was. Oh, really? I mean, if you live in a place that doesn't really get snow too often, you're good, you're comfy, that's good. Being comfy is nice. Getting some warm drink, like tea or cocoa. Cocoa is nice. I want some cocoa, but I don't have cocoa. But yeah, something nice, getting a snack too. I have a halva waiting for me, but I'm not gonna eat it during the stream because it's kind of sticky to eat.
Not to mention the occasional beast. We've lost a lot of young hunters.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, has the legacy struck Stalwart as well? It's like a dream, yeah, being comfy. Like if I could, I would live in a forest, in a cabin, with access to internet and deliveries of food, where I don't have to talk to anyone IRL. I'd love that. Being cozy all the time.
It has. We had some hope in the early days that we'd be spared, isolated as we car. That hope died in a hurry.
Yeah, that'd be great. That's what I would do. That's what I would do if I ever won the lottery. Like if I won, let's say $5 million, euros, the equivalent of that. I would just buy a house that's... I wouldn't even care if it's in the forest, to be honest. I'd be fine if it was a house in a city where I wouldn't have to bother talking to anyone. I wouldn't have to... I mean, I would still probably work, but it would be on my terms. I wouldn't have to deal with stupid retail people. And maybe not stupid, but annoying. And I would just live at my pace. Yes, that would be amazing. I would love to be able to do that. Never gonna happen, unfortunately, because of reasons. But I would love that. But hey, we can hope. Because last time someone won like 100 million euros, like maybe less than a month ago in Germany from a lottery, and I'm like, oh wow, what does a person even do with that kind of money? What does a person even do with that? Maybe not 100, maybe it was 40, and I'm translating in Polish, but even then, what do people do with that kind of money?
Not everyone's been so unlucky, of course. You'll see a few pampered sprats around.
Like, sure, I would buy a house. I would buy whatever I want, but I wouldn't buy like a 50,000, maybe like a $10,000 TV. Why would I? But yeah, it's like, I wouldn't have anything to spend it on. Oh, I think the game is a little bit bugged. You heard that footstep sound. I think this was supposed to be voiced. But because of a footstep, maybe it's a swapped asset or something. Well, treating them like precious stones won't see them grow up any faster, if at all. Okay. Am I from Germany? No, I'm from Poland. I know a little bit of German. Nicht so gut, aber ich spreche nicht so gut Deutsch. I speak enough to be able to sell like souvenirs to German tourists. Yes, so you must have some interesting hunting stories.
Long hours checking snares and waiting out elk, mostly. Used to hunt some of the big ones. Bear, stelgare. But up here, it comes down to necessity.
Mm-hmm.
Which means keeping Stalwart fed, or else keeping it safe. Thing is, the last hunt didn't go so well, as you can see.
You only learned it for like 8 years, but now you're learning Japanese. Nice. I only know a little bit. Obviously, because I only know a little bit, obviously, because I like watching anime. And a lot of Japanese games. Oh, you're from Hungary. Nice. And it's easy to pick up, but it's difficult to speak it fluently. Also, writing is difficult. It's easier to speak than write. Okay, this guy doesn't have anything else for us. He learned a lot of words from anime. Yeah, but the thing is, because I also learned it. It was some time ago because I was still at university. But I do want to actually just click on every one of these just so we unlock the areas. Better to speak. No, it's better to at least learn some of it in a proper manner. Is that what I wanted to say? More or less. Basically, what I mean is, a lot of the speaking, the talking that you hear in anime is very informal, and 90, maybe not 99%, but a lot of it is actually pretty rude. If you were talking to a Japanese person in the way that they talk in anime, they're gonna tell you that you're rude. Oh, that's nice. They're already... Oh, no, no, no. We can click it now, but we know about them, but we don't know how to get there. So there was this one story a friend had, who was also learning, but in a different city. And he had this one guy who obviously liked anime a little bit too much, if you know what I mean. Who was so sure of the way that he's speaking being proper and all. The teacher just told him, just don't speak, just learn from the beginning, because the way you're saying stuff is just so rude. Nobody is gonna want to talk with you. I can speak a little bit. I can probably introduce myself. Let me just think about it. Let me see. What do I have to say? Konbanwa. Watashi wa Matombar desu. Watashi wa Okami VTuber desu. Aha! I can speak Japanese. I can. Shh. Oh, there's deer. We don't want to kill deers, though. A deer is a deer. Okay. Oh, wait, what's this? Pelagina leveled up. Let's level her up before we fight these bitter spirits. Sounds like let's play with Japanese to you. I mean, I think it's decent enough to be passable, but obviously a Japanese person would be able to see that here that I don't really know much. Yeah, we're fine here for now. We want Pelagina to have Ages of Loyalty. So whenever someone's charmed, dominated, and confused, she's gonna be able to bonk them on the head and say, no horny, because they're charmed. Thank you. Thank you. I like to think that I'm at least passable. Now we need to do this. Oh wait, what are you doing here? Oh wait, I forgot. I forgot that I have very little endurance. I should probably rest right now. Wait, what happened here? Oh, the payday. Yeah. We need to rest. Yes? I forgot that I just saved someone from a fire, so now I'm really hurt. Oh! You're awaking and hear someone stirring, growling. Looking over, you see Manaha twitching and muttering in her sleep. You can't make out what she's saying, but from her bared teeth and the sheen of sweat on her brow, it seems to be a very bad dream. Let's just not shake her, cause she may get pissed. She may get upset at me, and she'll be like, maybe she's gonna punch me. I don't want her to punch me. Oi, wake up! She sits bolt upright, roaring and reaching for her weapon. Oh, I could just... No, please don't tell me I could just punch her, because I don't wanna. I want to see what this option is, but no. Calm down, you're safe.
What? Oh.
Her gaze darts around, but solely focuses on you. She grimaces and looks away, wiping her face. I really like Manaha. I don't remember much about interactions with her, but I do remember her being very friendly for a barbarian.
Oh, sorry. I must have been dreaming.
Yeah. She lies back down and turns away from you. But you can't help but notice how carefully she's avoiding your gaze. About what?
No, it's nothing. Sorry, I shouldn't have bothered you.
I mean, you didn't bother me. I got concerned, and I wanted to make sure that you're okay. Yeah, the others are still asleep. We can talk quietly. She's quiet for a long time. It seems like she's already gone back to sleep, but then she sighs.
You told me about your awakening.
Have I? Adair stirs. Manaha waits silently until Adair rolls over and resumes deep, steady breaths.
I guess I've had a similar problem.
Oh.
There's something I remember from a former life. Happened hundreds of years ago, but I remember it like it was yesterday.
Okay. How did you remember?
Happened while I was fighting in Old Valia 20 years ago. My unit was camped out in the palace we'd just taken.
Wait a second, so you weren't... Okay. So she was some kind of mercenary before she became a gift bearer?
The others were roasting the last of the Marcheso's pigs in the feast hall. So, I went to the wine cellars to fetch a few bottles.
She works her fingers into a knot.
I don't know how long she'd been hiding there, but there was this old woman. Must have been one of the servants.
Uh-huh.
She had this wild look in her eyes. I approached her and tried to tell her not to be afraid, that she was safe.
Mm-hmm.
She screamed and grabbed my arm.
Oh, okay.
It felt like someone had hit me in the back of my head. I blacked out for a few minutes, and when I came to, she was gone.
Okay, go on.
I took a few bottles up with me, feasted with the rest of the troops. But when I went to bunk, I had a dream.
You didn't think to tell anyone that you got attacked by a strange old woman?
Only it was more vivid than any dream I've ever had. I tasted the sweat on my lips, felt the jungle air on my skin, heard the cries.
Uh-huh. So this dream, this was a memory?
Like when you hear a song you know you've heard before.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, I laid off the drink for several days, but I kept having the dream. After a few weeks, I thought a change of scenery might do me good. Since then, I've been a pirate in the Deadfire, a pilgrim in the White That Wends, an adventurer in the Living Lands, and a gift bearer in a Shamadal.
Oh, okay. What's this memory?
It's something terrible I did, a long time ago, and as a different person. But I remember it more clearly than anything.
Okay, what next then? Too bad we're not perceptive enough to realize that she's maybe hiding something.
I told you I was looking for the Abbey of the Fallen Moon so I could leave something behind.
Oh, she wants to leave her memory there.
There's a pool there, the Salt Well. It's where gift-bearers leave the heaviest burdens. It's said that a person can enter it and leave their own memories behind.
Okay, and you will leave the memory there.
That's the plan.
What if you lose more than you intend to?
At this point, I'd gladly give up all my memories if that's what it takes for peace in this life and the next.
Okay. What about something else? Let's see. Actually, we don't really need to talk to her about anything else, I think. She should be fine.
Oh?
Be cautious.
Be constant.
Let's be sneaky. It's a nice straw. Well, good thing we need to kill one, yeah? Oh yeah, how quickly does she attack? Oh wow. Yeah, she attacks really quickly. That's nice.
Tell me!
She doesn't move that quickly during a fight, though. No, this is just proofing. It would be nice to have more recipes for enchanting, though. This probably goes to the battery. I'm not good. I'm pretty sure there's something here, but I'm also pretty sure there's. Yep, there's something here.
Be constant.
This simple shrine is covered in a thick layer of snow. Fallen leaves and feathers, a pair of curving bones flanks the altar. Let's examine it. The shrine does not appear to be frequented very often, though traces of old candlewalks line the edges of the stone. Under a dusting of frost, you note a rectangular section of the altar surface that seems to be cleaner than the rest, as if something was rested here. Let's touch it. Oh, okay. You feel a tingle run up your arm as you set your fingers on the altar. In the instants after, the wind seems to die down, the sounds of wilderness growing muted to your hearing. Then you hear a sudden low growl, quickly joined by more. A vision strikes you, like a sudden memory, though it is unbound by time or place. Within a sea of darkness, you see a great beast, formless, save for its gleaming fangs. It growls and snaps with increasing desperation and savagery, and for a moment you feel its rage as your own, a possessive fury that tears at you. Something has been taken, your territory threatened, and the price for it will be blood. The vision fades just as swiftly as it came. The altar stands silent and still, and the air fills again with the occasional thrill of birdsong. A hunter's favor.
Whew, good thing I sold most of my jewelry.
Oh, because it would jangle, okay. His legs. Which is... okay. Let's give the boots of speed. Oh, okay. Just a second. We want to give us here. So, in this game, you start out as part of a caravan. This is the DLC area, but here, basically, you come to the Deerwoods, this area, because you left your home. The reason depends on your character's backstory, because if we look here, my character comes from the Exemetal Plains and was an aristocrat, and we chose in a dialogue option, like talking to one of the people in the caravan, that we left because our lands were usurped. But other people could be like a farmer, like from the Valiant Republics, like maybe a philosopher, different origins. I chose to be a human because I always like playing humans. Now, the game starts off with the caravan being attacked. You have to go into one of the sacred ruins, and after going through the ruins, you encounter a Beerwick, which is basically a soul storm, more or less. It's a special type of storm that rends souls from the bodies of people, and they become soulless and basically die. So you become awakened. You become a watcher.
Oh?
Being able to see souls, being able to talk with them. But also, there's another thing where you become awakened. Because the big thing in this world is that reincarnation is 100% a thing. Reincarnation is 100% a thing. And awakened people remember their past lives in some capacity. Sometimes it's just memories, like we just talked with.
Lead the way.
With Manea. Sometimes, like with Alof here, he's also awakened.
I shall.
But his awakening is basically a whole split personality of a dwarven woman warrior, from like some time in the past. And right now, my character's goal is basically, with the main story, we want to get rid of being awakened because it makes you mad, more or less. Being a watcher and being awakened is basically a very much of a curse, because all your past lives you end up like remembering more and more. I guess that's what happened when one guy we talked to get advice. So we want to stop being awakened. And to do that, we think we need to stop the Leaden Key, which is an organization that wants to... we learned that they're responsible for a lot of schemes, but we think because they caused our awakening, they have a way to stop it.
Oh?
I don't think I should go too much deeper, because I feel like we may go into spoiler territory. There is a second game, but I never played it. Pale Elves. So I don't really know much about the second one. Hey there, fellas. Oh no problem, Bakato. I'm happy to tell stuff, like just to talk about the game, because that also helps me remember some of the stuff that I may have forgotten otherwise. And I hope I explained it in a way that's more or less right and understandable, because sometimes I get lost in a train of thought and I kind of don't know if I'm talking sense. The Crag Ogre. A group of elves stands in a scattered ring around an ogre, but they do not appear to be engaged in battle. The ogre is bound with rope, and one of the elves tugs harshly on the line tied around the ogre's neck. The game is very nice. It tends to be a little bit difficult, so like I'm playing it on easy. There's also an even easier story mode, but it's nice that it allows you to customize the difficulty where you just want the story. It's a very story-rich game. There's a lot of text, there's a lot of dialogue, there's a lot of books, like lore books. I'm not reading lore ones, I'm only reading the quest ones. Because my throat would not survive that ordeal. So I'm guessing they captured him and want to sell him as a slave. This is pointless, beast. Vamro, you won't get anywhere being stubborn. The ogre only snorts angrily and pulls back on the rope. Two other elves prod him somewhat timidly with their pole axes. The ogre does not budge. Hey, Vamro. One of the elves has turned to look at you, motioning at the man occupied with the ogre. The elves turn to look at you, hands falling on their weapons. Vamro gives a final sharp yank on the rope before he turns as well. We can just punch the nearest elf. Pale elves. I don't know where they're from, but you're a long way from home. I will be further from it still tomorrow. Just picking up some help along the way. He looks up the ogre. What you doing to that ogre? This creature will accompany us to Wasteland. We've had some trouble on the roads, but having an ogre along should put an end to it. Oh, I can give you trouble. I purchased him from some slave hunters not far from here, looking to recoup their expenses, I expect. Not sure he's worth quite so much coin. I'm just gonna punch you. Might 11. You aim a solid punch at the elf's face, but the blow only sends her stumbling a few steps backwards. Because I'm not strong enough. I'm a paladin. I'm supposed to be charming, not strong. We're under attack! You don't say. You don't say. As they heft their weapons, the bound ogre takes advantage of the commotion and hauls backwards, tearing the rope free of his captor's hands. With a triumphant roar, the ogre pulls apart the bindings on his arms. Stop that, ogre! But don't damage my property, and bring me that fool's head. Wait a second. I'm helping you, you big dumb ogre.
Tell me.
Whatever. It's nothing that a fireball won't fix. Another one. Oh yeah, I also want to see, because she's got Carnage. What's Carnage do? Oh, nice. So it's basically a blast. Another one, another one, another one. I'm gonna make you sleep. What you gonna do about it? You attack this guy here. This is what's good about barbarians. You see, like this. Because she's got Carnage, attacking this guy is gonna hit all the guys around him. Paladin, you do fire weapon, please. Just look at it. Look at the damage there. Oh, the ogre got charmed. Okay, that's fine. We're not gonna spend more resources on this. Is someone low? No. Everyone was pretty fine. Like, we didn't lose almost any health at all. Let's see. A bitter cuts. But the thing is, like, because we have Green Mother, she's a psychic. No, she's a cipher. Yeah, she's a cipher. Basically, she does like psychic damage, spells, mind affecting stuff. Someone almost died? Yeah, because she charmed someone or she dominated someone with a spell. So they belonged to us for a second. That's why you could see the green guy having low health. Probably that's what it was. Okay, and what's this weapon? It is... Wait, it's not enchanted with quality at all. Infestation of maggots and vile thorns.
Silence
like, being able
surrounds
to do crowd control stuff is actually a big deal in this game. I'm not doing it because I'm like playing on easy, and they're just doing their own stuff. Like, she regenerates these points, so it's fine for her to use them. But I'm not really good at using spells. I like simple. I like simple classes. Hit them with a stick, the sharp one. These stones are strangely warm to the touch, though most of the runes are indecipherable. A few look like names. Why do I have 12 lore just to have this be indecipherable? Yeah, I shouldn't complain. This game is still very good. It's like giving you different options in dialogues.
Safe?
It looks safe. Oh, he means the ice, I see. The game is still pretty good about, like, giving you options to use your skills in, Oh, hello. Is this a hunting party? A bear. A Greyjaw. What's Stalker? Trap accuracy, okay. Smack you! Oh wow. He's got really high damage reduction, but that's okay. Oh, I see, I see. This is probably what it was. Because Manaha is a barbarian, she sometimes uses Frenzy, which is basically like enhanced rage. So she's red because we don't know how much health she's got. So it shows her kind of like, oh, she's dead, basically. I kind of forgot about her.
Certainly.
Keeping an eye out.
Keep an eye out. We see some ogres. It wouldn't hurt to go back to town because we have a one. We have a one speckled berry jerky. A lot of lockpicks too. We have info about the wolf, so this is where the ogres live. I want to go back here just because. We have two quests. One, we can talk about that shrine to Galawain. Galawain is a local deity of hunters.
Anyone ever tell you that you have the best accent?
Well, no. I mean, some have. Men. Foolish praise in any case. It's just an ordinary Valian accent.
Come on, say it one more time. Please?
Shodari. Dondari. Vecente comane nishomenet.
The Legion is getting flustered. Okay, let's go to Graves Rest. I mean, hey, I would be flustered too if Manaha was flirting with me. A big muscular lady. I mean...
Back to warm your hands, eh? What can I do for you?
Yeah, I found the ingredient. Wait, one of
Top quality bear pelts on every bed. You won't be disappointed.
Yeah, I don't really care about the bear pelts. I want to see what kind of bonuses you give. Oh, that's nice. Dexterity, might, and constitution.
Back to warm your hands, eh? What can I do for you?
Remember, it's not death by snooze, so it's getting late to rest.
Still say a little hardship ought to put some sense into that man. But if you're set on giving him a hand, so be it. Give that here. There. Get him to down that and he'll be right as rain. And you can tell him he owes you one. I would have let him stew for at least a year or so.
Okay. Wait, would it last a year? Okay. That would be kind of funny, but yeah. Let's be nice to the guy who stole wine. I mean, we stole the wine for him, which turned out to be poison, but yeah. Wait a second. I did have an option to drink the wine myself. I wonder if all of my speech options would be like,
You have to help me. Ugh, I can't stay like this.
This one isn't really representative because his face is numb. His face and tongue is numb, so he's kind of slurring his words a lot more.
Lily? Oh, Anta bless you.
Exactly.
Give me here, please.
I wonder if anyone would comment on me like speaking strangely.
Ugh, frothy. Hey, you did it. I can feel again.
So I guess this is the reason. This quest would make no sense, or at least it wouldn't be as funny, if this guy's dialogue wasn't voiced. Because you can't really convey a numb tongue and face that well in just writing. You're getting Skyrim vibes? I mean, this area is very, like, frosty. So I get where that's coming from. Yeah, that totally makes sense. You have giants, you have wildlife.
Oh, thank you. You're a saint among kith, and I owe you one, I know it. I would have ended up a leper. Averick never did have any sense of proportion.
Okay, I mean, you did try to steal wine from a very expensive wine. Yeah, Winterhold.
Hey, here. Now that my hands are working again, I've been stitching this together for a while. Least I can give you, really.
Pilferer's Grip. Is this what I think it is?
And now I'm going to stand here and breathe for a little while.
Oh no. But wait, minus 10% armor speed penalty. I think we found a nice thing. Which one gives me strength? This one gives strength. So she's gonna get 1 point of strength from this. She doesn't need these gauntlets. But now, her recovery is gonna be even quicker. It's gonna be minus 5% instead of 15. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Skyrim is also an amazing RPG. A great game. We won't talk to this guy. I shot the Pilferer's Grip. With this kind of name, I thought it would be something that gives him bonuses to mechanics. But alas, it is not.
Indeed.
Watch yourself on the mountain. In these lean times, coming to your elders for advice.
Huh. I was sure that we would be able to maybe figure out from him that the wolf is just kind of a punishment. Gotta eat something? Ooh, eat something nice. Nom nom. What you having? I could go for French fries right now. Yeah. Or burger. Burger is good too. Okay, let's continue with rusted wood. Because we still wanna... We wanna find that guy.
Keeping an eye out.
Oh, hello. Hi. This wolf lies in the snow, panting with exhaustion and pain. An arrow has pierced its foreleg, jutting gruesomely from the animal's flank. The wolf growls softly as you approach. You were gonna figure it out when you go to the kitchen. Gonna love some fries too? Yeah, fries are nice. Like the best form of potato. The superior choice how to prepare potato. Well, oh, having it... Field Triage is a talent that you can take. Charm Beast, I probably would have to be either a ranger or a druid. Baked potato? I like potato, like... Okay, another one is, like, just cooked. But then just some salt on it. Like, you cook the young potatoes with the skins. You clean them first, but with the skins. And then you just peel the skin and salt it a little bit, and you just eat it like that. That's good too. I like it. Maybe with a little bit of butter. Okay, let's calm the wolf first. You approach the wolf slowly, speaking in low and calm tones. Gradually, the wolf stills, though it still gazes up at you fearfully. Let's examine the wound. The wolf appears to have crossed the hunter's path. A silver arrow juts from the wolf's right foreleg, embedded a short distance into the limb. Even so, you suspect that trying to remove the arrow without knowledge and care would provoke further injury. Yeah, but... Why would being a chanter matter here? A chanter is basically a bard. Do we sing to the wolf to make it happy? Well, let's try to remove it. We did calm it down, so... The difference is you bake it. I think baked would be good too. I would have to try it. Let's try to remove it. Okay. There's no way we could have helped him without having those... Well, that's a shame. I wanted to help you, wolf. I really wanted. It's not my fault. Silver arrow. So it's some kind of poisoned arrow.
I shall be discreet.
Yeah. One thing I would like to see in this game is...
Yes?
Obviously, like, it would be nice if I could use lay on hands to maybe heal him a little bit. Or something, or... But one thing I would like...
How may I help?
Is... Alof has a spell to sleep someone. It would be nice if I could ask Alof, hey, you know what? Would you mind casting sleep on the wolf so it's not gonna attack us? And we can, like, kill it or something? Okay, go eat num-nums. Hope it's good.
Indeed.
Like, your companions can go talk to, like, interject during a conversation, but they're not gonna help you with, like, skill checks or perception checks, or like, in the case of the wolf, maybe with a healing spell. That's a little bit of a shame. This doesn't probably take me anywhere. Yep. It's fine. It's a big hole. Oh, pathing kind of sucks sometimes.
That's not very...
Lead the way.
Oh, she's so fast. Alof, do you like fireballs? Because I like fireballs, especially if you cast them. Cast another one, please. Oh wow, Pelagina's really hurt. That's okay.
Certainly.
Whew, good thing I sold most of my jewelry.
Uh-huh. What are these? That's like a ice beetle.
Yeah.
They also probably
How may I
don't
help?
like fire too much.
I'm ready.
You should probably immediately do this. And you
Yes.
should cast like a... You. Smack this guy.
That's it.
Okay, smack this guy. Okay. It's a little bit curious. Well, we haven't been seeing like too many heirloom items like this hat here. It's a bit of a shame.
I'll see what's ahead.
I think we only have like 3 of them. One of them,
I'm ready.
which doesn't really matter because she's not taking enough. She's not taking enough damage. Wait a second. Okay, this is gonna be dumb, but what if Alof attacks her?
Be more careful.
Nah, you see, she has to take the damage from ranged enemies, not from ranged damage.
Certainly.
Shh. Oh, hello. As you walk towards the frozen pond, a figure appears through the mist. Kneeling down next to a hole on the ice, the figure picks up a large chest and throws it into the water without hesitation. The figure looks around. You glimpse a face you've seen before. Quetzalcoatl, one of Laughter's acolytes, pulls a hood over his head and throws a leather bag over his shoulder. Without looking back, he walks away in the direction of Stalwart Village. But somehow we know this is his medallion, huh? Cloudy water is visible through a large hole cut through the thick ice. It is larger than a fishing hole, wider and broader. Oh wait, wider than a broad set or mower. Stirred, the surface of the water laps against the layered ice. If you reach out to test the water, it nips at your fingers with every ripple, quickly numbing your hand after a few seconds. Let's look through the water. The waters swirl, silty and nearly opaque. You attempt to see it through the murk. You can make out nothing in particular. Let's inspect the area. You carefully inspect your surroundings. Animal tracks are plentiful, which would appear to be the footprints of Kif are also present near the hole. Looking closer into the hole, you notice a jagged ring of frost adhering to its walls. It has been rebroken, perhaps more than once.
Yes.
Let me eat... Huh? Let me eat that savory pie.
Yes.
And now we can go there. Let's dive in and search at the bottom. Bulwark against the elements. Well, it sucks that I don't have the spell. Consider my options. No. Well, I'm gonna go in.
Yes.
Wait a second. Eder, do you have that spell? He doesn't. That's a shame.
Oh?
That's fine. I do have 16 constitution, so it's fine. You dive into the water. The turbulent darkness engulfs you in an ice-cold embrace that leaches all warmth from your body. Your limbs start to feel numb, but your natural hardiness allows you to swim with ease to the bottom of a pond. Directly below the hole, at the very bottom, your hands find a heavy object made of wood and metal. They are chests, small but heavy. You start to bring them up to the surface one by one, struggling to carry their weight through the water. After a heroic effort, you come out of a frozen pond. You let a few minutes pass to recover from the ordeal, and then you're ready to inspect your findings. The chests are marked with symbols of Undra. You grab one of them and pry its lid open to reveal its contents. Inside, all you see are rocks. You shake the surprise off and grab another chest. The same results greet you after opening it. More rocks and nothing of value. Something is assuredly amiss. As proof of your findings, you take one of the empty chests with you. Minor fatigue. That's okay. Minor fatigue is okay. Oh shit! These are the slavers.
Don't see many on these roads, and the few we do are hunters, woodcutters, or smugglers.
She cocks an eyebrow at you and gives you a half smile. She holds herself with confident grace, a conspicuous holster slung over one hip. Beyond her is a wagon loaded with supplies. Manacles dangle from one end. Which are you then? Hunter? Woodcutter? Smuggler? The high, clear peals of her laughter ring across the snowy plain.
I suppose you could say I'm a hunter.
Oh, is that so? Her fingers drum the tooled leather of her holster.
I'm looking for a fugitive from Raid Ceres, an indentured servant, and a wanted criminal.
Uh-huh. And what exactly is he wanted for?
Besides breaking his indenture, he slew his master's 13-year-old son, killed the boy before he fled.
Well, if that's the case, he belongs in a prison, not in a slaver's pen.
His master sees it differently.
Oh? How so?
Shame we couldn't do business.
Wait, you're gonna do this? You're gonna... Oh wow, really? Just me telling you that he belongs in the prison means I have to die, huh? Well, too bad you're gonna die too. Oh nice, she fell. You know what? Yeah, are you able to do this? She fell too. Oops. We're doing good.
I'd welcome some rest.
That's one thing I kind of dislike. When your character is tired, any one of them, fatigued in any way, they're gonna comment about it after every single fight.
I'll see what I can find.
Which isn't really that big of a deal, but it's kind of dumb that I do it this often. Feral Druids. This is fine.
Hi?
Alof, do your thing. Do it here. Nice, they fell. Yeah, attack this guy. Very nice. Oh, you know what? She doesn't have a helmet, so she kind of needs one. And being unable to be stuck is nice. Okay. Let's see. Flames that whisper caverns. That's the name of the ogre tribe, I think.
Be cautious. Be constant.
Oh, that's a camp. Hello, I see you there. I see you. Some jerky.
Eyes open.
No bodies in this camp, though. Oh,
you might
I
find this
see
interesting.
some soul. Okay. Tattered map. This yellowed piece of parchment shows a rough drawing of a cluster of trees, but a little else. They could be anywhere in the White March. But maybe if we know a hunter, we could learn from him. This cracked wooden staff is nearly buried beneath the frost and snow. To your senses, the gathered essence shines like a beacon. Let's examine the area first. This camp is long abandoned, and one of the remains is buried beneath a layer of ice and snow. The staff seems to be the sole item of note. Okay, let's touch it. You reach out with your watch's senses and feel this drifting soul surge forward, as if eager to be heard. A feeling of fear and urgency ripples through you. Here, across the distance spanned by time and identity, you know only that you are out of time. Oh, we learned that he hit something there, okay.
Did you think to escape me by climbing a mountain? I would have tracked you across the sea, thief.
Mm-hmm.
Please, Master, have mercy. I kept the grimoire hidden safely away, and I can take you to it.
The book is nothing. If you had studied a little longer, you might have learned that. But no apprentice of mine will steal from me and live.
Wait, no!
Well, we learned about the maps.
And if I find something good, you can have half.
I love her. I love Manea.
Tell me.
She's so friendly.
Oh?
Oh, hello. These are the Lagofet. Oh, they saw him. They saw me. Okay. Very nice.
Hi?
Alof, would you mind doing this? Wait, did you get stuck? Oh wow, really? Wait a second, what's your AI right now? Let's go aggressive. Oh, Alof fell. That's fine. He's prone for a little bit. Actually, let's try putting them to sleep.
My mind feels sharp as steel.
Do nice fireball maybe. Do we hear?
I shall.
My mind feels
Okay.
sharp as steel.
Yeah, we need to cause a critical hit.
I'd welcome some rest.
We need to do a critical hit to actually kill an ice draw, it seems. Or fire damage. Because he just fell and started regenerating, yeah? Oh, hello. Dargles. Curious. Vampire Beguiler. Gently with the fingers. They're the best spot. I don't want... A slow smile creeps across her face as you approach. The other men and women turn to look at you, their mouths filthy with blood and gobbets of flesh. Well, hello there, handsome. What brings you to this part of the Rusted Woods? Yeah, I'm looking for an ogre matron. Oh, how nice. She's staring at you intently now and doesn't appear to have heard your answer. My. You look absolutely mouth-watering. She licks her lips. Let's roll my eyes. She and her friends rush at you. That's okay.
Yes?
Oh wait, he fell? That's fine. This should probably hit all of them. Oh, Ring Mother's not on our side. Let's smack Ring Mother a little bit. Nice. Manaha, you attack this, cause you're gonna attack like 1, 2. How many? No matter what you hit. Okay, that's fine. No, Alof. How about you do a nice little this? Yeah. This is 5 targets. How about you just do this? Oh wait, that didn't really work out well. Okay, this is fine. Oh, you know what? Yeah, let's do Chain Lightning. We good. These guys were kind of tanky,
Shall we
but
get some shut-eye?
that's about it. Exceptional plate armor. Exceptional plate armor. This one gives me some lore. But other than that, it's not really that amazing. You know what? I'm fine with not having it, and I look more like a paladin now. Many of these frozen corpses are missing fingers, or have had chunks of flesh cut out from their thighs and torsos. Okay, let me just do a bit of a thing. Okay. Certainly.
Silence surrounds me.
Okay, I think the only thing that I haven't gone to is that. I want to go there. I wonder if I can go through here.
I wonder what this is.
Ooh.
Oh?
Like, I already have, what, 10 lore. It doesn't seem like I need to be able to have more, so... Oh, wait, we can go through here. Okay. Oh. Well, that kinda sucks. Let's murder her. Immune to petrified stroke. Yeah, this is fine.
Yes?
I'm pretty sure we can make you fall. Please, please. It dare fell. That's okay. Very nice.
Sharp eyes and keen ears.
Oh, a cave. Okay. I actually didn't expect a cave here. A wolf cave. I guess this is where the wolf is. Now, the thing is, we don't know what happened to the offering box. Obviously, feels like it's gonna be some kind of big fight. Because it's a small area overall. With just an arena.
Oh?
A wounded hunter. It is a werewolf! I was right! Druid wolf. Yep. Standing tall amongst the wolves inhabiting the cavern, this creature turns to face you as you venture forward. Scores of wounds and scars riddle its hide, and one dull eye stares out blindly from its skull. It growls a threat as you approach, one echoed by its fellows. You know this half-wolf for the spirit-shifted form of a druid, though you see no gleam of kith intelligence within its gaze. At the creature's feet lie two villagers, one heavily wounded, the other holds an arm across his stomach, and he looks up at you with pleading in his eyes.
Help! Please help us!
Help me, please! As the beast turns its head towards the hunter, you sense a strange aura emanating from it. It is as if its hide were holding in a tempest of soul essence, fierce and all-consuming as flame. Let's reach out. Like, we don't have enough intellect or dexterity to do stuff. And we are not a druid. Let's reach out, let's see what happens. It takes little effort before the beast's soul threatens to overwhelm you with its intensity. Wrath and hunger buffet you on all sides, until you reach through the storm to find a smaller, dimmer pulse of light, and are swept headlong into a memory. The chill bites into your cheeks, and your lungs burn a little from the run. You look down at the little wooden carving in your hand, and run your thumb along the edge of the carved bear's spine. The totem has already brought you luck. You found 2 rabbits in as many snares, and that's a rare enough feat these days. You're certain now that this was a gift from Gallowayne, that you were meant to find it on that lonely shrine and take it. Oh, it's different. I was sure that this is the other way around, that someone stole the box, the offering, and this guy was sent to punish the thief. But no, he is the thief. So it's not a druid, actually.
Soldier.
Oh. Your father's voice snaps you out of your reflections, and you rush forward to rejoin him beside the campfire. You brandish the hairs and catch a glimpse of a rare smile under his graying beard. But the smile disappears almost immediately as a shadow falls over you both. You feel the rush of wind a moment before the log comes crashing down, and roll out of the way just in time. You hear your father cry out in pain somewhere nearby. Both the hairs and the totem slip from your grasp. You can feel power surging within you. Your heart thunders in your chest, but instinct pulls your senses into order, and you feel the familiar stretch of limbs, the sudden dizzying shift in height. But something is wrong. Oh wait, so he was a druid. Your senses are fading, rather than growing stronger. There's a howling in your head, like a screaming chorus, and everything in your shrieks for you to bite, to tear, to eat. The memory slips from you, and when you come back to yourself, the beast is shaking its head as if to clear an itch, clawing at its ears. Welcome back, Bakito. Welcome, welcome. Hope it was tasty. What happened? We found a wolf. So it so happens that the wolf that the guy, I forgot his name. This is actually the son of a hunter who sent us to kill this wolf. So it kind of complicates stuff. Children? The creature snaps and snarls, evidently uncomprehending. It edges towards the nearest hunter, even as it watches balefully with its single eye. Let's back away.
Wait! Don't leave us here, please!
I don't care. The Weaver's song at... Wait, what? It's gonna be 2 turns. That's fine. Wait. Let's read this first. Because we want to uncurse them. The colorful clothing of a Spirentan weaver, Bonicetta, is known throughout the Eastern Reach. Over a year ago, she was on a trip to Defiance Bay when her ship sank in a violent storm just off the Peril coast. Miraculously, many of the passengers survived. Bonicetta's body was never found, and she was presumed to have died. However, a Valian merchant in Defiance Bay recently recognized some of Bonicetta's unmistakable work in an otherwise unremarkable shipment of textiles. He spoke with the others and learned that several shipments to different merchants bore the same telltale patterns. Now, many merchants believe that Bonicetta is being held captive somewhere and is trying to communicate through her work. Whatever the message is, none have been able to decipher it, nor where it's coming from. Let's have Sana do it. Kana. Let's have Kana do it. The Hunter's Favor. Maybe at the old campsite. Let's go look at the old campsite then. These 2 hunters that were here are probably gonna die horribly, murdered by a werewolf. I mean, not even a werewolf. It has to be this one. A spirit-shifted druid. Yeah, basically. A wild-shaped druid, yes. Forgot the word.
You should see this.
There it is. The Hunter's Totem. The skull-sized, okay, piece of wood has been carved into a stylized figure of a bear, striding forward. There's a multitude of decorative engravings and gouges cut into the surface. So now we want to return it to the shrine, yeah? I imagine this would be what we need to do. It kind of sucks that we weren't able to find this before. Alof is pretty good at looking for stuff. The altar does not appear to have been touched since your last visit. Wind whistles softly past the arcing bones. As you set the totem back down onto the shrine, the wind suddenly picks up, lifting powdery snow and leaves into the air. You hear the distant baying of hounds upon the breeze, and the air grows thick with a scented taste of copper and gunpowder. The bar carving's eyes seem to gleam, pinpoints of crimson against the sudden growing darkness. Lean shadows prowl against the backdrop of the stone altar, and for one timeless moment you feel as if you are being pulled away by a current of fear and ferocity, the thrill of chasing and the panic of being pursued. At last it releases you, and the shadows melt away under the day's light. In the distance, you hear a mournful howl. Yup. Well, he's upset because he's been killing and eating people. So I'm not really surprised that he would be upset. That's kind of a sucky thing, yeah? That's a big pile of bummer. The worst thing is, like, he wasn't able to control himself. It wasn't his fault. Yeah, they died. This young man nearly vanishes within his tattered furs. Both man and hide are covered in patches of grime and dried blood. His head snaps up immediately as you enter, and you find yourself on the receiving end of a fearful one-eyed gaze.
What? What's happened? Who are you?
What are the other wolves?
They left. I thought they might attack me, but they ran from the cave. It was like they heard something.
Uh-huh.
I remember it in pieces. It's mostly darkness, but I could see. Sometimes. I think I hurt someone. Wait. My father. Thiersch. Is he alive? Where is he?
He's injured, but alive.
Oh, merciful gods. I don't know what to say. What you must have seen of me.
I mean, hey, I could have just killed you, but I didn't. I decided to uncurse you. Because Thiersch would realize that you were his son and he would be unhappy.
I remember the taste. How can I return home after all this?
Well... On one hand, he's not to blame for killing these people because he was taken over by the beast. On the other hand, it is 100% his fault for taking that bear figurine from a shrine, because in a world where gods are real, you don't take stuff from a shrine. You're gonna get cursed. But yes, your father would have tried to help you if you could, so he's gonna be glad to see you.
Do you think so?
Mm-hmm.
I fear he may greet me as a monster still. But then, if that is the sentence I've earned, I will accept it. I will go home and beg my father's forgiveness.
Ooh.
To you, I offer this. It is the dearest thing I own. I will tell my father what you have done for me. If you mean to return to Stalwart, perhaps you will find me there.
Let's see. Okay. I was just about to say, are we really gonna wait for him to go off screen? 2 Constitution, Guardian Spirit. Unconscious. Wait, I don't have a boat? Why do I not have a boat? Wait, do I have something giving me might? I don't. Okay. Let's see what kind of boats we have. Regen, movement rate, damage resistance. Fast draw stalker. We could get the 1 dexterity here. We would lose 1 point of dexterity, but then we could get 2 points of might from these gauntlets. I think it's worth it. So technically we don't get anything. Or we could just go with, not this. With damage reduction. I mean, that's pretty nice. We already have 26 here. We're gonna have 31. I mean... What's dexterity even give me? Wait, we're not even getting anything from the gloves because we get the dexterity from my hat. Okay. I don't need this too. Let's go with the damage reduction and let's go with strength. I'm sure there's something hidden here somewhere. Come on, gimme. Oh, you see, there's a body with a wand. Kurok's brand. Let's see. Grants fireball once per rest. Combusting wands on hit or critical hit. That's pretty nice. That is a nice thing. 10% chance to do it. That's a long backstory for it. Let's see. Her weapon. Well, hers is exceptional. This one is not enchanted at all. Like the one enchantment that it does have, the two enchantments, is something that's not available here. Also, we wouldn't be able to make it legendary. Probably wouldn't care to, but... Oh, I see you there. Maelstrom. No hidden items. We actually have two things to do now. We have two things to do now. Oh, wait. Adaro is talking to Pelagina, I just realized.
Oh.
Must be nice always knowing who you're supposed to serve.
And so, knowing who is easier than knowing how.
Oh wait, half of her dialogue was cut off. There's 5 of them, but even so, knowing who is easier than knowing how. Okay. Yeah, sometimes, very rarely, it only happened a few times, but dialogue is like cut off, maybe not in half, but like the first second or two is cut off. Maybe second and a half. Okay, let's go to this guy first. Oi! It'll take some time, but... Tirsch looks up as you approach. Matombar! Solderon explained some part of what you did to save him, but I still cannot quite believe it. To think all this time.
You couldn't have known, Father. Everything that happened, it was my doing. I tried to free myself, but I...
You see, and I guess the dialogue is, like, broken. Because you heard that footstep again. It replaced the actual dialogue that was supposed to play here. There will be time enough for that. Let's not dwell on it now.
Stranger, I never imagined I could not hope to see my son again. But you have returned him to me.
There's no reward I can offer that will match that, but I hope you'll accept this. Cloak of the Frozen Hunt. I'm glad to be of assistance.
You will always be welcome here. May the gods turn their gaze from you, stranger, and may your path be clear.
Okay. Plus 10% range damage, accuracy against beasts, and damage reduction freeze. That's a pretty nice one. Too bad this is intellect. And this is fortitude, like, he's not using this spell. It's a really powerful wand, like you can see it's almost twice as powerful as what he has. But the 18 points of fortitude here is pretty nice. Taxes collected. This is still one turn. We need to do one quest for this to complete. Actually, maybe not one quest. It's weird. Like, I don't really understand the turn system too well because it's not based on time. Like, half of the stuff in the stronghold is based on time, like building stuff. It needed 3 days or whatever. The availability of quests, like this one, if I didn't start it within like 2 days, I would miss it. But then to complete it, it doesn't require time, it requires turns, which depends on quests. And sometimes a single quest is gonna make it so that like 3 turns passes, and not just one. Which is kind of weird. I hope when I play the second one, I hope they like got rid of that part, because it's just confusing. Oi! Your return. How may the goddess help you? I found your chests. They were filled with only rocks. I see. No use in keeping this charade any longer, is there? The group springs into action. The sound of unsheathing blades fills the room. But we shouldn't act so rashly. She holds a hand up. The thieves keep their weapons pointed at you. We've been pretending, yes, but is it so different from what onerous priests do? Villagers and travelers give us things they want to forget. We make them disappear. Isn't that the same thing? No, it isn't. We aren't murderers, and we'd prefer to be as far away from this cursed place as we can. Laughter gestures are her accomplices. Why make a bloody mess out of all this? I'm willing to help you look the other way. Not a chance. I'm gonna let the villagers decide what to do with you, because you're still stealing from them. Laughter stiffens, her face hard. As she raises her arm, the folds on her robe fall back to reveal a cocked pistol pointing at you. Murder?
Yes?
How about we put you all to sleep? Would you like that? Ah, shit. Okay. Alof, of course, got murdered. Let's load the autosave, because this is dumb. The fact that they went around all my guys directly for Alof is dumb.
Yes? Yes?
I'm here.
Hey.
I'm ready.
Hey.
Uh-huh.
How may I help?
Alof, please cast a sleep spell here. You just saw the little guy? Which little guy? Oh, this guy. Yeah, it's an animat. It's a pet. Because you can have a pet in a game. Everyone went to sleep. So much easier when you plan properly.
I'd welcome some rest.
An exceptional pistol. Oh wait. We need to check spells for Alof. Also, the key. Probably for this. White crest armor. Oh, nice. Level 6 spells. Let's just learn everything. And let us precisely piercing burst. Bow's area of effect, it's 4.5 meters. Okay. Sleep? Yes. So, casting a sleep spell.
Aye?
Oh, is especially nice. Because you can make basically someone unconscious for 8 seconds. And they're not gonna wake up if you hit them. So you have 8 seconds to just murder. Makes them prone too, or unconscious. Basically it reduces their dexterity to 0. And reflexes and deflection by 40. So it's a lot easier to hurt them. That's another thing. Okay, I want to see this. Compare these. This is an exceptional one. This is an exceptional one. So this is still a plate armor. Our move speed is lower, which sucks. And we can do Overwhelming Wave. And Dancing Boats. Question is, do we care about these two that much? This is once per rest, so they're not even that good. Do you even look cool? It does look cool, but I don't think it's worth it. Oh wait, we can steal these.
Certainly.
Monies. Get monies. Okay. Very nice. Now, wait. I never talked to Easter. Oh. I'm hoping you've got good news. Yep. I know where the gift bearers cast your emblems away. No, I have your amulet. Did you find them? What of the medallion? Yeah, I have the medallion. Let's see it. Here it is. He takes the medallion gingerly in his palms, taking care not to smudge it with his dirty fingertips. I actually never checked if it's a powerful item or not. Yes, it's a medallion. He smiles and manages to pull his attention back to you. You've done good here today. I swear, if I had a kingdom's treasure to give you in return. I also found your armor. Yeah, I didn't really care about the armor. I don't need it. Don't know what to do with it. He nods. Keep it. More luck to you. Okay. He turns around and walks away, looking not at the path ahead, but at the precious heirloom clenched in his hands. Even so, the stride of his short legs seems filled with confidence. Nice. Nice. Regrets worth trading. Actually, let me see. What kind of enchantment could I put here? I could make this burn proof. Or should I go with something like shockproof? It's only 3 points. It's cheap too, but we can only have one of these. I think shockproof is nice. It's decent. Especially since this armor by itself has a lower shock resistance, so we can like give a little bit up there. Now, we already have exceptional. So that's 4 points. 8 points, that's 9. Okay, we can do actually a +2 here. Don't really have anything to get here. Like, we could do perception, but we already get 3 perception from here. We get dexterity, constitution, and resolve from here. We don't really need intellect. yeah, we don't really need a plus to any of my stats on the armor. Oh, the Weaver's song is complete. Kana found surprising resistance to inquiries about regarding the whereabouts of Bonicetta. Whoever had taken her wanted to keep her location a secret. At the behest of a Duchess of Spirento, a team of alien cryptographers attempted to decipher the fragments of Bonicetta's weaving messages. In turn, they communicated those leads to Kana. After several brutal fights against well-trained mercenaries, Kana reached Bonicetta's prison, a weaving house near Girara. The Valian textile company that had abducted her was immediately cast out of all Valian republics, great and small. In thanks for saving her, Bonicetta wove an enchanted cloak for Kana's journey back to Kednua. 5 to all defenses, nice. Max endurance, okay. Damage reduction, that's also pretty nice. It's a decent one. It's not like an amazing item, but it's decent.